We will
start recording. I'm going to start streaming.
Don't get too ahead of yourself.
That is going to be a 5, a 4, a 3, a 2, a 1. And welcome, everybody. Another episode of Rocks Dungeons and Dragons 6th edition. That was a drum roll, right? That was on purpose. This is episode 153. Johnny's son.
Point of order.
Last time.
Point of order. It says rocks fall, everyone dies.
On the banner, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it always has. I haven't changed it up on it, though.
Oh, okay.
If I gotta jump into Photoshop, I'd have to change it. I'm gonna end up changing it anyways again one of these days, so I figure why not.
Yeah, fair.
See, overseas the pirated version is called Rocks Die, Everyone Falls.
Actually, that's not a bad. I like that.
Right?
Rocks die, everyone falls.
Anyways, previously on the Nostromo, the crew sailed back to the pirate city of Freeport in order to settle the matter of Pirate Lord Panwar dying at the hands of Norhagen Toast. As Captain Zorkson and Toast went to seek an audience with the Pirate King Lymphanis, Kadic went to the tower of his deceased master with Arnhem Havenrock, a hobgoblin passenger on the ship who had fought valiantly against the evil Krasdek and his minions, and who in turn had been awarded with the rank of the ship's full-time doctor. As Kadic looked through Panwar's belongings, he came across an account detailing a ferocious battle Panwar had fought against a leviathan named Kaskanoska, a beast so fearsome that it had slain Panwar's wife in the fight. Kadic learned that rather than killing this monster, Panwar had bound Kaskanoska into a humanoid form devoid of its past memories, named Lymphanis, the Pirate King of Freeport. With the death of Panwar, the seal on Lymphanis started to weaken, as evidenced when Zorkson and Toast spoke with the Pirate King, who thanked them for killing the man who imprisoned him. As to the matter of who would succeed Panwar as a Pirate Lord, Lymphanis said they would settle that in a tournament of sorts at a later time, which Captain Zorkson also volunteered to Kadic to take part in. Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Our heroes reconvene with each other and discuss this troubling new evil they unsurprisingly set loose in the world, and Kadic brought forth a proposal regarding the rich and powerful and disgusting Navius Goldsmith. Kadic sought to undermine and humble his future father-in-law by uncovering his dirty dealings and his supposed role in infecting the leaders of the Alliance with parasites to drive them mad. To this end, he sought an audience with Freeport's Master of Commerce, Pirate Lord Zyphi. The Hobgoblin Lord teleported our heroes to one of the moons of Gullisy to ensure they could speak privately, and he agreed to assist the crew in this endeavor, only after having Kadic agree to Aegeus to keep their part in this a secret. Zyphi revealed that Navius also had a hand in the minting and distribution of the numerous cursed coins the party previously encountered, that were being distributed secretly across all of Gullisy to absorb the souls of anyone whose pocket they end up in. According to Zyphi, these coins are being minted in the Silverwood Forest in Varissia, so our heroes set a course for the ship back to Kadic's homeland, and they teleported ahead to the Vizursian countryside in order to search the Silverwood Forest for the source of these coins, and hopefully secure evidence that can be used to bring down Navius. Stay tuned to see what embarrassing shenanigans we foist on this bachelor party camping trip for the Kadic on tonight's game of Dungeons & Dragons 6th edition. Corey, who is our sponsor tonight?
Thank you, Johnny. The sponsors for this week are Clothespins, also known as clothes pegs. They are used to hang up clothes for drying. They come in many designs. And are used for so many things and purposes, including public art, i.e., sculptures, filmmaking, and putting together string instruments. Keep it together with clothespins. Some things can't hang, so use a clothespin. Now, over to the man who hardly ever leaves us out to dry, your host, our DM, Tony.
Okay, so we pick up where we were last time. You guys currently are all back together on the ship, and I believe the next course of action is you guys were going to teleport to Monarch Valley sometime?
I think we teleported to the tavern to end it.
The ship was going to sail to Monarch Valley, and we were going to teleport to the countryside and hike the rest of the way to the forest.
Let me pull up Monarch
Help
Valley.
Kadic enjoy his last few days as a free man.
Yes.
By doing a team-building excursion.
Yes.
I brought Tatiana.
We're going to trust fall on everything.
Trust fall! There you go. You
didn't use Featherfall.
You brought Tatiana.
Yep.
And
did you say Stanley was joining us too?
And Stanley Witwicky is joining you.
Which is confusing, since I didn't choose him for the teleport spell, so this is really doing great for my self-confidence.
Dude, your powers?
You
wow.
wish you made him a member of the crew. You wished every member of the crew back. So there you go. All right.
Wish that.
So wait, does that mean Celius is alive again? Oh, God damn it.
Okay, so
That's right. When we departed,
you
people.
guys,
Not a member.
You
Not a
guys
member.
are at the Mug and Den. It's in the Market District. It is a beautiful two-story building with a blue tile roof with neatly trimmed hedges. It contains a beautiful oak countertop, and there is a really oversized stew pot. Over there, it has a millennial, what is that called? A millennial stew, one where it just continues to cook for hundreds of years. It is said that stew has been cooking for the last 1,000 years.
I thought you meant like a stew with toast and avocados.
It's probably got that in there.
It's free range,
Anyway,
locally sourced, gluten free.
Obviously, Sulne Folsom, a male elf, who is just all by himself at the bar because it's nighttime, because it was about afternoon for you guys, and then you guys shifted this way across the barometer of the universe, and it's fucking night. Like, he's closed up for the night, and you guys are here. It's about to become the morning of the next day, so it's still the same goddamn day.
The collective jet lag from all of this is one day going to catch up and kill us.
We usually sleep at weird times anyway, so, whatever.
It's okay, we'll just go back to the city of El and just stay there and
No!
used
God,
to
no!
it being noon again.
No!
So,
it's noon?
anyway, since you guys have teleported 12 hours in the past, clockwise.
Guys, if we just keep going the other way around, we can reverse the campaign.
Marty!
We're not gonna Superman this. Anyway, he just and he just stops like 3 swipes in, just like, hello. Can I help you, gentlemen?
Yes, you can not tell anyone that we passed through here in the night. We're just going on a secret little excursion.
All right. You look familiar.
Wait. If you tell him it's a secret, then it's not.
I've seen
really-
you
It feels like
before.
the
Are you
easiest
from
way
the
to get
village?
spread.
Are you sure I look familiar and I'm not a stranger to you? And I'll pass him 500 copper.
Okay, you give him 500 copper, and
Is that that's 5 gold?
Approximately.
Oh, okay. That's okay.
Yeah, use gold. That's a shit ton of money is what that is.
I'm just gonna grab the. Here
I
we
think
go.
that should buy his silence pretty well.
Oh, that
He
definitely
better
buys
damn well
silence.
forget.
I'm just rolling to see if he actually remembers who the fuck he is.
Wow, it was that good.
Yes, I don't know who you are. Do you looking for a room? For you, your friends, and ma'am, who aren't here, obviously. He walks over to where the door is, like he just locks the door. Anyway,
Is he threatening us?
No, he's offering to help us.
so he walked over to
I don't know,
where like, the
I
guest
guess.
rooms are, and he locked the door to the guest room. So,
Oh my god, that's right.
to be specific, he didn't lock
Do
the
you
front
speak
door.
for him?
Gotcha, gotcha.
I can understand
Oh, that's right. You're weird.
Ah, yes.
all
sir.
spoken languages.
Yeah.
Oh, and you're wearing a mask, so he's not freaking out.
Yeah.
I've got my circlet of tongues, so I'm good to go.
I'm the only one who has no idea.
So this guy just said some things and locked
We
the
know
door.
you can cast tongues, Captain. Take care of yourself at once.
Can. It's a waste.
I don't care what this person is saying.
He's not a snake. I don't
What
care.
is he, an innkeeper? That's a little bit beneath me.
He is an innkeeper, Captain.
We don't require rooms, thank you. Although, if you have any supplies, perhaps for we're going on a hiking trip of sorts. Yes.
I mean, I got some stuff in the back. I'm not the general shop. It's closed right now, but I have some things.
Ooh, we can get stuff for
or
sandwiches.
I could get something for you. I got some more supplies. A couple guys that never paid their bill. I had kept their stuff. What are you looking for?
You need like tents, sleeping bags, or
Don't
You
have your rope
you don't have a
tree?
magical mansion?
not prepared.
What about your rope tree?
I'm good. I'm thinking of the rest of you.
Are we? Wait,
I do have a tent. It's fairly large.
are we actually
It is
going
a
camping?
It's a 20-person tent.
Out of
It's,
character.
it's
Are
a
we?
pavilion. I have a pavilion.
We're going on foot to explore the forest.
Yeah, do we need camping stuff though? We've never done that before. We've explored.
Yeah, we have.
Then we should have tents and stuff on our own. We don't need to buy them, do we?
Yes, but did you bring them with you?
Oh, probably not.
Yeah, we just left the ship. You should have said something before we talked.
I got a pavilion. I got a couple sleeping bags.
You don't have Magic Mansion?
Not prepared.
Oh my god. This is gonna suck.
And it's a tiny little slot.
He's
so,
cutting us
yeah.
out.
I could get you a tent.
There's rope
I
trick, I
could get
mean, he's
maybe
cutting
like
us out.
2, 3, 4 tents.
1, 2.
Give
Just,
me like an hour.
I think just one large tent would probably suffice for all of us.
Yeah, I got a pavilion. It'll fit up to 20 people. It's mostly used for banquets, but yeah, I mean you could totally take that.
Yeah.
It's got I got a collapsing large pole. It's a little big, but I'm sure one of you guys could probably carry it. You guys need a cart, a horse. I mean, obviously that's going to be more than 500 copper, but you know.
You don't need to just go on foot, right?
It's
So to speak.
your expedition, you choose.
Right then. The pavilion, the pole should be fine. We won't need any transportation, any horses or anything like that.
All right, it can be all yours for an extra 180.
Certainly.
Okay, yeah, takes that. Goes out in the back. Pulls out this giant bundle. Right, it's about this wide and
I'll
about
explain.
that long. Right, so it's definitely a thing. Right. So he'll hand it out to you. Like I got some written instructions inside of that, so you should be fine. I mean, it's just a giant tent.
That'll be our challenge tonight, is putting the tent together.
Big rolls.
It weighs about a good like 70 pounds. It is a heavy.
It's not a ship, but
That's all we got Smoot for in his.
Yeah, there we go, Smoot.
Yeah, you give it to
Strength.
Smoot. He like just grabs it like fucking.
This weighs nothing.
And you prepared great food and water, right, Smoot? Ah, good, thank you.
Yes, I did.
That's what he's doing.
Yes.
I created all the food and water.
Okay. So with
It's like he's
that
here.
in mind, I'll move you guys.
So we got
marker
fake
'cause
meal.
You're all the way over by there. So you know your destination you're trying to get to is a place called Silverwood. I do have it on
Not
the
silver,
map.
but wood.
So
Sort of like your Kenku friend when we went to the spring.
that's
Okay.
Silverwood.
Silverwood.
That's
So
where
with
you
gold
currently
flecks.
are. Each one of these is like.
And he can't fly,
30
so his
miles.
wings are useless.
So
We can rough it and be like the old days back in the Isle of Dread.
So,
It's been a while.
wait, we have to travel without a ship?
Well, you weren't there.
I don't want to travel without a ship.
It's a bit late for that.
Ah!
If you don't travel with us on foot, you won't get to travel on a ship again.
Stupid land.
So, how are you guys going to close 100 miles of distance?
Do we have like something we can?
Let's see what
No,
I
I
prepared
think I have.
today.
Oh, can I wild? No, wait, is that me? No, that's not me.
I'm sorry, did you gain druid levels recently?
No, that was my other dude. Ooh, find me a lake. I'll do tentacles and I can.
Oh yeah. I can also cast Tensor's floating disc as a ritual.
There
We
you
need
go.
something to carry the fucking tent.
Actually,
There is
that's
a
not
lake
a bad idea.
by there.
So if you could find out if there's another lake near where we need
Two
to
bodies
go,
of water. Yeah.
yeah, I could water stargate us.
We just have to scry the lake that you're looking at, so you've seen it, or how does your travel work? We haven't actually seen this in action.
Let me just double check.
Also, we're gonna go in the woods. You think I'm gonna spend a spell for an hour to talk to this one chump?
We might encounter other people that we don't want to kill right away, Captain.
Doesn't mean I want to speak to them.
Mhm.
Sorry, let me rephrase. Doesn't want to speak with them. I might give them orders or something.
Let me
but I don't
find
need
it.
to
Where'd it
get
go?
them.
They don't need to
It's
talk
one of
to
your
me.
features.
I'm looking for it. I just can't remember what it's called.
Let me take a look.
Yeah. I thought it was Fathomless Plunge.
That sounds right.
Yep, that's it.
Found it.
Yep. You can teleport yourself up to Oh, you can willing creature you can see within 30 feet of you amid whirling tentacles. You all vanish and up to a mile away. In a body of water you've seen.
What's the cooldown on this?
Pond size or larger. The cooldown, it's 1 short rest.
A mile of short rest isn't great time.
No, and if it was further away, then it'd be worth it. But no, it's only a mile. Yeah. Otherwise, that'd been cool.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Damn it.
Anywho,
Can't you extend that range a little somehow?
I don't know.
How many charges of teleport do you have on your
Well, we want to roll the dice and see where we
No.
Because I teleported once here. I've got 2 left.
You're in a silver wood. It's silver, no wood. Oh God, you're on a plane.
So now you can also teleport to a place you can see. as
So if
well.
you scry on a location,
Right, yeah, that was my follow-up. Is how's my reliability to... We have 2 shots, I mean, if I do it that way. If you know a good spot for me to be scrying.
This is anywhere that my character would have been before.
I don't think you've ever been to Silverwood. I don't know if you ever would have been there. Like, that's...
Daddy didn't take me hunting. He knew better than to try to make that a test.
It's also in, like, the goldsmith territory, right? So...
Okay.
You guys have been to other places that are close to there, but, yeah.
Now, if I'm looking at a map, and I'm aware of where Silverleaf Forest is, and I want to scry on Silverleaf Forest, how does that work out?
I mean, you could scry on Silverleaf, just like in general.
Yeah?
what?
Let me look at scry. What does the spell scry say?
So I have an idea.
Good question.
If someone describes it to you, can you then figure it out from that?
Possibly?
Okay.
Scrying.
So I have an idea.
You can see and hear a particular
Oh, it's a
creature you
creature.
choose in the same place of existence. The target must make a wisdom
So
save.
if a creature describes it?
On a successful save or failed save, instead of targeting a creature, you may choose a location you have seen before as the target of the spell when you do the
Again,
sense
have to have seen
check.
it before.
Damn it.
So,
So
are you saying that out loud? Like, what?
well,
Kind of.
Well, I mean, I guess you guys have to be communicating
Yeah,
this in some way.
I think we're probably walking out of the inn,
Okay.
right?
We're
walking out of the.
We're heading our way like we're gonna be.
We'll just walk out of
figure it out
town
as
at
we-
least.
Yeah.
So you're trying to scry on someone. How does this scrying work? I'm Tatiana right now.
She would know.
Knowledge of the person or some sort of, I don't know, hair clipping, something like that, that makes it easier to spot them.
Well, there's my aunt Ridaro. She's the sheriff
Oh, got it.
of Silverwood.
Really?
Yes.
That would be most helpful, actually.
Where you just
Could
want.
summon a thing.
So you're saying I need to
Do it.
describe her? Is that how this magic works?
Yes, if you can describe, or if you have a picture, locket with family. I don't know. It's
I do have a locket, but I don't have her in it.
Stupid trees
Who do you have in it?
in the way. On the ocean, you could see
Just-
farther.
Just an illusionary holographic of my family picture a long time ago.
Family
When I
pictures
was
of boats.
younger.
She not in that family picture?
No, it's just it's father, mother, and my brothers and sisters.
Oh, getting land sick.
I'm walking straight. I hit it.
But I could describe her if that would help.
Technically, isn't your locket from Silverwood?
It's mined from the metals in the mine outside of Silverwood, the gold.
It's silver wood, but they have gold.
Yes.
Why not call it goldwood?
Well, I mean,
we also know
it's a
trees.
mine.
There's no
Yeah,
wood.
Silverwood is the name of the woods.
Desert.
It's named because of the leaves outside the Silverwood have a silver sheen on the outside of all the leaves.
Oh, interesting.
It's a blessing from the goddess of Niva. She
Stupid
has a
trees.
church there.
so. I wonder if it's something like that, an item not from a place, but made from materials from a place? Would that be
Well, if it's the
similar?
gold that's found there, I think it will work. Captain!
Hmm.
So it's supposed to need to be described to you, or you just need an item from there?
Well,
I know of my aunt, but it would be, secondhand knowledge. That's good enough. I do not have a picture of her.
that's fine. Just describe her. Tell me what you know of her.
All right. My aunt, Vidaro, she's a big fan of wearing yellow. Always remember wearing yellow clothes. She had this neat little stiletto that was always like hidden on her person. It was always fun to try to find it. I would sometimes try to pick it from her pocket to play around with the stiletto. She has these two beautiful, monstrous hand axes that she always has behind her back. They animate and they'll go around, they'll do things for her. She doesn't even have to touch them. It's kind of fun. Saw her practicing dueling in the yards one day. She's one of the few goldsmiths that's more martial-minded, outside of myself. Beautiful white hair, which is drawn normally into a beautiful long ponytail. Amber-colored eyes. Love of music. She loves teaching music as well. She's a bard by trade. She's hard to get to trust people. When she trusts you, she'll trust you to the end, but she doesn't trust strangers. Absolutely despises gazetteerians. She's less modest, a little bit more hasty in her reactions, tends to lead with her feelings a little bit. Is quick to a fight. She didn't inherit a lot of the money. The lion's share of the Goldsmith family went to, of course, my father, who isn't known for sharing those things. She was actually recently that she had gotten into crime years and years and years and years and years ago, but she had turned from it and became the sheriff of Silverwood, our ancestral seat.
Not enough to go off of, Captain.
We'll find out.
It is secondhand knowledge.
Yep.
So
Pull out my mirror. My little hand mirror. I remembered I forgot about. I got it in L. I needed mirror shit.
Okay, I'll roll a save for her.
Any moles or distinctive like scars?
She gets a
police
plus
interrogation.
5. Is that what I saw?
She gets plus 5.
It's a 23 DC.
20. Fuck you.
Oh wait,
That's
hold
high.
on. Is that a different? Why is that one
Let's
20?
see. So I rolled an 11.
Yeah, it is 23.
She has a plus 5 to her save.
16.
Then she gets
21.
the additional plus 5. It's 21.
Yes.
It's not enough. What I
Yep.
She's 23.
Yep.
Okay. She doesn't make it. You see a beautiful elven maiden, has long drawn hair, white. I guess the best way to describe her is from Game of Thrones. The heroine. What's her name?
Daenerys Targaryen?
Yeah, Daenerys Targaryen.
Is she a
just a
heroine?
lot slimmer, right?
Let's not open a whole bag of worms, so.
Just a lot slimmer, a lot less hourglass, but very much like her.
She's a character.
Long elven ears. She does have a distinctive cut along her chin on this side. And she does have an odd mole on her left cheek. But outside of that, very angular features, long oval eyes, the amber eyes, and long drawn back ponytail, right? That goes all the way back a little bit past her butt. It's a long ponytail. It's nighttime. So she's currently just curled up sleeping. Because it's a little less night over there. So right now, where you guys, it's about 2 to 3 a.m. For her, we're going back 2 hours, so it's like 1 a.m. So you're catching her sleeping right now, and yeah, she's got a nightie on, and she's just sleeping in bed.
Does this look right? Yeah.
Oh, that is my aunt, and she is sleeping. That makes sense. We just traveled really far, didn't we? Yes, we did. It was warm a minute ago, and now it's cool and moist. It is very strange, this just teleporting around the world.
You never get used to it, weirdly enough. You think you would after a while.
Yeah, my internal clock is absolutely screwed right now.
The secret is to give up on it.
It's true.
We should stagger out our long rest, like one person sleeps on the floating disc and while the rest watch. We can just...
For someone who doesn't trust very well, I don't know how well she's going to take to us teleporting to her bedroom in the middle of the end of the night.
Roll me a perception check. Ooh, somebody hand me a duck. No, not a duck, a root beer.
15.
15. Her window is open. You do see outside her window, and you do see the window is set in such a way that it looks out upon the lake outside, and you see a long river that just kind of flows from the lake, and you see a bridge in the distance as well. So you see a lake, and you see a distinctive bridge with two... you've seen them before. You saw them specifically in L. Remember those iron night lamps? Right?
Oh, yeah.
There seems to be a very similar one there, at least construction-wise. They are lit up, which is why you do see it, even though it's night, because it's a singular point in light in darkness, just hyper-focuses your vision there. And there's a little bit of moonlight just kind of shimmers off the lake. Outside of that, it's just dark out there.
All right.
And that's out her night window, which is open.
Well, gather around. Let's go to... Where is she at?
Silverwood.
I'm assuming she's in Silverwood. If not, we're going somewhere entirely different. I mean, it's possible she could be vacationing right now. I'm guessing.
In the city of L.
No, it's distinctly night. It absolutely is not hell. That's one place we know it's not.
The only... Oh, God, what if something horrible has happened to now?
Don't even.
Would I do that?
Nighttime?
Stop giving the gods ideas, Cat.
It's the city of Le. It's always midnight.
The day of Le.
Hopefully no one goes for a swim. Let's give it a shot.
You're aiming for the bridge, I hope. Not the lake.
Yes.
What's your current air chance right now?
So spells.
That
teleport.
is seen casually. Okay.
Oh boy.
I've seen that lake, but only casually. Just like, it's not that serious.
But it's something.
Well,
So he's got to get 54 and above to be on target. Off target, you know. Okay. Similar area, you know.
It's alright. It's only a few leagues away from the Thayan front. What's the worst I can
my
do?
question is, does this not count as
Why does it look like
Wait.
World War I over here? Oh my
yeah, I
god!
don't know.
Oh.
If you wants to see casually, I don't know what you prefer.
You're seeing it through a scrying glass in a distance through
Okay,
a window.
that's fair.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know how more casual I can get.
Nice. So anyway, if I were to be off target, where would I end up?
How off target?
Mishap levels.
What?
I got a 32.
Oh, fuck.
Mishap is 1 to 33.
All right.
Who's ready to die?
Oh, God.
Let's roll percentile.
Don't worry, I got one more teleport try.
God damn it.
All of us rolls percentile?
No, just him.
Oh, great.
Let me, before you do, let me make a table to keep myself honest.
Oh boy.
Okay, so 1 through
Don't worry, guys. We're not going to
10
stay here long.
is going to
Everyone's just like a
be,
volcano, and then we'll stay here forever.
is going to be
Well, if I have
Hey,
another
we're in a-
backup character.
Oh, we're in a weird cave. Oh, hey,
Let's
Professor.
do
Anyway, oh my God.
11.
Oh, yeah, that makes things simple, doesn't it?
Sorry, wrong number. Wait, hold on. Wait, I don't want to leave.
Where would you go on 11 through 33? Oh.
Please be other boat. Please be other boat. Please be other boat.
We end up on one of Toad's ships.
You know what? I'm gonna flip. I'm gonna flip these two because that's
Forget their
objectively
names.
worse.
Shit.
And then I'm gonna go through.
Pinta Maria,
How about
Santeria, or whatever.
34
Pinta
through
Nina?
Nina.
60
Yeah, there we go.
is.
It's been a while. It hasn't come up.
20,
It comes up all the time now. What the fucking talking about it?
Then let's say 61 through let's say 75 is in the lake, and then this is I'll say 76 through 95 is going to be
One of them.
3, and then I'll say 100
One made
is.
it back.
I'll say 100 is
Cortez burned his, I think.
Okay, I got it.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Where's 44?
The
from
natives
me?
burned one, of course.
44. Okay. On the bright side, I said 1 through 10 was going to be I'd immediately initiate combat with one of your enemies.
I
Hey!
rolled too high.
11 through 33 was going to be the other side of the world.
Good.
134 through 60 is 1d20 miles away.
Hey.
Okay, that's not bad.
We can work with that.
Yeah.
Come on, 1 mile away. 1
100
mile away
was
near
gonna be
lake.
you just
1 mile
end up
away near
being
lake.
in her bedroom. Like you just don't make it out the door.
And loudly.
Come on,
Okay,
put me near lake,
you
Captain. Put me near
teleport.
frickin' lake.
You find yourself on the far side of a lake.
Yes!
You guys see on very, 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 very distantly, you see a light. You're about 7 miles.
Damn it!
7 miles?
Yeah, this is like Easter Lake.
This is an easy day. All right.
Damn it!
Wait, so if it's the same body of water,
Oh!
if it's the same body of water you're going to, can it just be like, oh, yep, you just make it?
I'll be fair. If it's like a lake, I'll allow you to go to the other side.
Is an ocean a lake?
No, that's why it's called an ocean.
Oh!
Yeah, I'll give that to you. If you use your ability, I'll let you get to the other side.
Don't ever make that noise.
Okay.
Okay, you guys make it to the lake. You walk
How
up
do I
and.
describe it?
Okay, describe.
So, like, aha, my time has come!
It's close.
I will walk to the shore. I will say, stand back.
Are you going to leave us?
No, I'm going to take a fathomless plunge! And as I cast the spell, I dive right in, and just a whirling, like, Stargate-esque opening of tentacles comes in, and they just pull you through, and
Oh,
we
God.
get shoved out the other side of the lake. I land on my feet perfectly dry. I don't know about the rest of you.
I rolled a 2, and she's screaming as tentacles reach
Yeah,
out.
that
for
my
her.
ice part was bad.
Hello.
Frozen and shattered. but
Tatiana's like,
No, this is better.
This is terrifying.
This is so much better.
So I'm picturing Jar Jar taking that.
so you guys end up in the middle of town, and
kinda what
Tatiana
happens,
is
yeah.
just screaming her lungs out for just
Yeah.
a minute.
I like the idea if I just step out perfectly dry and like, hello!
And then water comes out of your hat.
Oh yeah, totally.
Does Stanley
Comedy.
look wet? Do we look wet?
It's the water.
You don't see Stanley,
Oh god, not this again. God damn it.
but now, to be specific, you don't see Stanley directly. He's always in your peripheral.
Oh, God.
Very similar to, it's not What Dreams May Come, but what's the other one where there's the guy with multiple personalities? He's
What
like a
Dreams
genius mathematician.
Oh, beautiful
Oh,
mind.
beautiful mind.
Beautiful
Yeah.
mind, yeah.
Yeah, what dreams may come is he doesn't have a personality thing.
Sybil.
He's just dead.
Yeah, that's very true. That's very true. He is a dead actor. Thank you for reminding us.
This was today's fun movie fact with Corey.
Yeah, I was going to say Will Smith is dead.
No,
He's
Robin
Williams. Robin Williams, yeah.
Yep.
Oh god.
Somebody at this man on Twitter. Wait, Twitter doesn't exist
Yes.
anymore. Anyway.
Yes. It's dead.
And
You guys, I'll say you appear right by that bridge, right by the bridge now that goes over the river. It's a larger bridge than what you expected, right? Those lights are much bigger. It does cross
It would look
about
tinier in your screen.
it does cross about a good 400 yards. It is a huge stone bridge. It goes across a massive river, very much like the Chappaquiddick, except it doesn't separate. It's one
Aw.
solid bridge. But there's enough of a distance down. It looks smaller from the distance, but that's only because it was so far away. It was just larger. But you're here. There are a couple guards nearby. They do notice the screaming, and you see two elven guards with plumage starting to walk your direction.
Give them a winning smile to disarm the situation.
It's giant snake man in elven territory is smiling.
Yeah, that'll work.
So
Yes,
they're making
those
their
are
way over
fangs.
here. It is a full town. You guys are. Let me pull up.
Or is it
Let
apple?
me pull up.
All
right. Now I'll waste a spell.
The captain.
As they walk,
Only if you feel like it.
Oh, would you cast it on me? That'd be much better.
I say, Captain.
I'm a
Wasn't
little
that a
distracted
splendid way to
at the
travel?
moment.
Oh, that was fantastic
loud,
way to
isn't
travel. Better than walking, eh?
Can't imagine walking.
Don't bring up walking to me.
I'm sorry, Captain. I forgot that you lost your legs.
You don't want to be where the people are? You don't want to see them dancing?
Dancing's the entirely wrong attitude for them to have.
All right, I think we should abandon this and immediately rewrite a musical based on the Captain. We'll call it the Little Snake Aid.
That's another thing. It comes in tiny blue pill form.
oh my god!
How do you feel about wearing a wig of long red hair?
I was born for it.
Great, now they're casting Ariel as a snake person. It's nothing sacred anymore.
That's what it'll say on the tagline. Nothing is sacred anymore.
Anyway.
Tony, I'm casting tongues.
Oh, sorry.
Participate in conversations again.
Okay.
Oh, and now you're joining the rest of us who can actually speak to people. Way to go.
It's not because I want to.
As they walk up, one of them says, "Yes, can I help you, gentlemen?"
Hello!
I step in front of Toast.
Yeah, oh, please do, yes.
Yes, sorry for the racket. We were just out for a stroll and doing a little roughhousing and spooked my companion a little too much by accident. Terribly sorry about that.
She saw a fish in the water.
A big fish.
They're
That's
going to
where they're
look.
supposed to
Go ahead and
be.
roll a bluff check.
Yeah.
They do know.
Let me roll my
Fish are
pen.
supposed
Look at that, buddy.
I guess since
I would think so.
these other guys have said stuff, it'll be with advantage.
yeah.
'cause they're
Yeah, go
helping
ahead.
you.
Good luck. I'm gonna fucking need it.
Does she not know where fish come from? I shall educate her.
Okay, that's 17.
17. The late. Okay. Well, try not to raise too much of a ruckus. It's really late at night. Try to stay off the sauce, guys.
Yes. Sorry, officer. Yes, we'll be careful.
Okay. They walk. They walk away. They walk back. You guys are now in Silverwood.
Smoot holding the pavilion like. Okay.
Glad you brought that, Smoot. I don't know what you were thinking.
I was thinking I would carry it.
So you guys make your way here. There is a tavern nearby. It's called the Slumbering Hall. And what do you guys do? It's a large town, but there's only about everything's closed right now, right? Because it's late at night, except for maybe the tavern's open.
Is there any buildings billowing smoke?
Yeah. There's a few buildings with billowing smoke.
Like, not like a fireplace level of smoke. We're talking a much larger level of smoke.
Yeah.
Like the building's on fire.
Like the building is, dealing with furnaces and smelting and things like that.
So you're looking for
Oh.
forge.
Yeah, there's it's late. No,
Right, look like
forges
a dwarf.
forges
I don't
continue
know
to
that
go
stuff.
because they have to keep them going. There is a
Crazy.
large
Kick your
blacksmith shop. You think that you can kind of see down the way.
Just the one.
Captain needs a forge.
Yeah, Let me double check. Blacksmith shop, alchemist.
I'd also settle for a mint instead of a forge.
Sure.
Do we need to make money?
I just
Usually, yes.
billowing smoke right now. Yeah, there's only the one.
Captain's being weird.
Money is the key to happiness.
That's very true. It is true. You ever see someone frown on a jet ski?
What's a jet
I
ski?
say, enlighten me about this jet ski.
It's a type of squid, I believe.
Jet squeed.
Yes. I'm sorry, I didn't pronounce it in its normal Carthalian. Jet squid!
Okay.
This has been an interesting camping trip.
It's definitely been a thing.
Tentacles and people screaming.
Should we meet your aunt-in-law, or do you think she'll be helpful?
I think she's sleeping right now.
Yeah, we shouldn't wake her at this time, but
She's a sheriff, right? She should be busy, on guard, paying attention.
Only if like somebody's breaking the law.
Wouldn't you want to
She
hire
should show
people
up.
to take care
There
of
was a
that?
girl screaming in the courtyard. That should have gotten her attention.
I'm pretty certain we've set the authorities off our trail. I'm sorry, I wasn't prepared for giant tentacles reaching out for me in the dark of the night. It was
Really? I always expect it to happen.
After all that business with Oselius and the other mind
I'm
flayers.
trying to not remember any of that.
That's the flowers you want
really.
to watch out for.
But you say that your and your father aren't on the best of terms. Would you say she is someone we could trust more than your father? Someone who could aid us potentially?
I mean, she could maybe she might not harm us, but she is a bondsman of my father. She may not like him, but she is sworn to him. These are his lands. You're in his town.
What is being sworn, but a few meaningless words.
It's also her brother. She doesn't like him, but you're not her brother.
No, yes, just
Yes, but I mean, she's a good person. She does like us. We would vacation occasionally here. This is the ancestral seat of the Goldsmith family. I would be careful, but she would be grateful to see me. I'm sure she's going to the wedding.
Yes. Just thinking maybe make formal introductions in the morning and say, like, oh, we're just here to take holiday for a few days and to enjoy the nature and maybe inquire as to any sights we should see or places we should avoid, dangerous places.
If you vacationed here, did you have a vacation home of some sort? I mean, given your father being who he is, I can only imagine.
We do have
Never
a
pictured that,
small. Oh, well, small. We have a
It's the
manor
old one.
on the outskirts of town. I, of course, could go there without any issue. I'm sure there's several servants.
What would they tell your father?
Most assuredly.
Yeah.
I mean,
the other
to be
part.
honest, anyone here would tell my father that this is his town.
That's a thing, yeah. I feel like we should try to keep a low profile. Wandering around.
Oh, right. That is a good point. She
Screaming
starts
wasn't the basic.
fumbling with her hair, thinking that's going to, probably do something. I don't know.
If you want to look different, you have to get rid of it.
You don't need to do that.
I'm not shaving my head. Not 2 weeks before a wedding.
Does regeneration regrow hair?
I don't want to find out.
That's a good point, though.
Stanley beside you is like, I mean, what's the worst that could happen? I mean, it's fine. It's perfectly all right. I say,
Here, I'll do
I
it.
say you
It's my
shave her
own.
bald. Hell, I bet she shaves.
Mm-mm.
Meanwhile, I don't get it.
You wouldn't.
I don't really get the whole shaving concept in general. I mean, is that like waxing?
What would that even be? Would that like premature shedding? I don't know. What would that be for a standard?
Yes.
Shine it up with good wax. I mean,
Strategic shedding.
I feel our waxes are a little different when we associate the terms.
Yeah.
So, since we are here in my family seat,
It is right, though. You need to be disguised at the bare minimum. Decadic probably should as well.
I do have a family friend who could probably stay with. I mean, they know me. If I told her not to tell her that my father was here, she wouldn't tell anyone.
They have no idea who you are. Maybe you.
Who?
If I'm not with you, I'm probably...
Never been here before in my life. Don't know a single chap that would know this chap here.
Should be fine.
Although I could introduce myself, Captain. I'm very good at that.
Please don't. Not ever. Not just here, but ever again. Tess.
Should I disguise myself then?
Yes.
Really? Who should I be this time?
Not terms.
Shut up, Smoot! How dare you?
But once we...
I think
if we
a great
go meet your
toast.
family friend and
Thank you, Smoot.
see if
You're
she can
welcome.
shelter us for a bit, I can at least disguise myself with an illusion. Nothing else afterwards.
Imagine that was actually you just saying that to
Just have
yourself.
to re-put that equipment
Like you
back on.
want the approval from him so badly that you're imitating.
Toast
imitates.
And for sure, no one knows who you are,
Oh, yeah.
so that's safe. I don't know who you are, and you're on my ship, apparently.
That is a good point.
Why did we... right, he's a doctor.
Yes, you could really use a full-time doctor.
Yes. I am so happy that I just haphazardly called you a part-time at one point.
I hate it.
Yes, her name is Shinalra Castraneria. Oof, don't ask me to pronounce that again.
Sorry, what was that name?
She goes by Shan.
Jan.
Shanna.
I guess I could
she's,
still be me.
If
I'd
we
rather
go
you be.
all the way down past the...
I enjoy your characters.
If we go all the way down, right now we're at the Ivy Ferry. We have to cross that bridge over there towards a place called the Pools. That has the road that cuts through the Silverwood proper. We do have to make sure that we don't travel along the Silverwood road without a chit or the local constabulary will probably be angry. But we can travel across the bridge and through town without any issues.
And speaking of disguises, Toast will take off his hat, put it in his bag, and take out a pair of glasses, put them on. Hello.
Please don't scream.
Hello, I'm Bernard Toast. Apparently a brother of Norhagen Toast, who's so much better than me.
It needs work.
I know. I don't know. I'm not used to playing boring people. I mean, yes, Toast is way more interesting than me.
Aren't you Toast?
I am Bernard Toast, apparently.
You don't know who you are?
I'd never heard of Bernard. I mean, Dorhagen has never heard of me before.
The disguise is great. The let's
Character.
workshop this a little bit here.
But yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll put on glasses and I'm Bernard Toast now.
We're getting into
Pressure
some Robert Downey
just a
Jr.
little.
Tropic Thunder territory here. Let's
I
not
was
get too far
thinking
now.
more like D and All of a Sudden in Philadelphia trying to do
No,
Anything, doesn't matter.
yeah, anything.
So yes, just you can still call me Toast, but I am now Bernard Toast.
Should have had us go that way before he accosted us with tentacles. Unless you can do that again.
No need.
I start.
Yes, let's just make it back to Shanra. S-H-A-N-A. That's Shanna, right?
Shana.
Shana. Okay, Shanna.
Shauna.
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 It's
All right,
dealer's choice.
Pick your poison. Pick our poison.
You guys cross the bridge, passing by those two.
I don't know how Bernard walks.
Constabulary. You will learn that they are called. Give me a minute. They are called the Hilterland Justicars.
Ooh.
Sounds pretentious.
It is.
That's it,
So,
maybe.
you guys make it past them. They are wearing probably really, really nice armor, right? The armor and the weapons they wield, probably magical. They look like they do have amulets, probably magical as well. Like for just local beat cops, these guys are decked out in decent gear. Just something to note as you pass by. The bridge itself, very well maintained. Everything looks as if it's finely cleaned, maybe even magically cleaned. As you make your way to the other side of the bridge, things are a little less clean on this side, called the pools. As you notice that the houses here are a little bit more run down, and you do pass by people that seem other elven folk who appear to have been drinking, and they're still drinking throughout the night, as it is earlier in the AM. It's not 2 a.m., it's about 12 right now, so it's still prime bar drinking time. There are still lights, though, out. You will notice that the roads are lit with night lamps that have like glowing fireflies inside of them. As you get towards the end of the place called the pools, and you do notice these are more miners, right? These are elves who mine. So this is more the working populace lives here. The houses are a little bit smaller. The roofs are made of more of a shake, and some by burley hay. But all of them still finely made, just not, as you notice the area you walked from, they aren't made of like brick and, with like tile roofs or, beautiful like fine made custom like shake or painted roofs. You make your way to a house. The house itself appears to be it's an odd shaped house as it is very long. It is a single ranch house made of a large. It's almost like a double wide, right, in length. So it's a very long house, right, but not very wide. And then it's got, like, oddly enough, a shorter hallway that leads into another house that it kind of makes an L shape where it's longer in that direction as well. It's like an L-shaped house, but it has like a weird hallway that connects one house to the other house, as if it was two houses that somebody connected into one. As you go there, Tatiana knocks on the front door. After a short time, a woman answers. She is. Wrong guy. Sorry.
She's a guy.
Isekai.
Oh, life from another world?
Bankai. Zanpakuto.
I get super attention.
She's stocky for an elf.
Pikachu?
Wears a miner's suit. So she's still wearing some of kind of like her mining clothes for the day, and looks like it hasn't been laundered and still has soot all along her face. As she opens, she sees Tatiana. She's like, they greet each other, and she welcomes you in the house. As you welcome her in the house, she says, "My name is Shauna Castrinara. Welcome." Tatiana says, "Your friends, a very exotic group of friends you have here, Tatiana. You're welcome, of course, to my house. I do have a room you guys can stay in. Just give me a little time. I do have some wee ones that we'll have to bring into the bedroom with my, just myself for now. My husband's out in the mines right now. And my other husband is out, of course, patrolling. He's one of the Hilterland guards. So we just have to get some of the children back inside, into the other bedroom, if you'll give us a little bit of time." So you guys kind of wait in the laundry room, and she has like 4 or 5 kids that she just brings over to like the other side. And then she kind of knocks on the door. Another woman kind of opens up the door. She puts the kids in. They kiss, and she lets them through to the other side. Tatiana looks a little wide-eyed, kind of surprised by the whole thing. She just looks at you like, and Shanna just walks back in, and she's like, "There we go. Thank you. It has been a long day. So, you have your own room over there. I heard you be staying for a couple days, and I have not seen you. I'll have a change of clothes for Tatiana. My other sister wife could probably give you a hand.
Very well. I could use other change of clothes too, also, just to. Not that we're well known around town, but just as a precaution.
Some of your mining outfits would be great for him.
Yes. Actually, we have a lot of excess clothes. My husband keeps some of those here for cleaning. I have the ones that have tears in them that you can those up yet. You could borrow those if you need to. Are you looking into working in the mines? I could put in a good word for you, though, Tatiana. It's quite a distance for you to come just to give your friends mining jobs for your father. Sure, Tatiana can find you better work, though you are very well dressed for miners.
I don't touch.
Anyway, I will not cry. I have a newborn and several smaller children to deal with. So we're just going to leave this side of the house for you, and I'm just going to go into my my other family's house and we'll
Hi,
be
puppy.
there.
Actually, you work in the mines, clearly.
Yes, though
It's all over you.
I just came back from work, and my husband just left. We exchange time. He will be here while I mine, and then after my week, I come back and we spend
a week at a time.
a week at a time. When you're in the mines, you're in the mines. It's a little ways out there, and once you're in there, you're just there. But it's fine. We spend the last week together as we both take our time off, so it works. We make it work.
Could you tell me some things about the mine? I'm quite curious if I'm getting into mining in a future life.
You're getting into the mine.
In a future life.
In a future life. Yes, the goldsmith mines are famous around here. Majority of the money that comes in here, of course, is through the goldsmith family, Tatiana's father. And yes, the mines themselves, the deep dug. The caverns go on for miles. Of course, we only really mine out of the eastern wing. No one goes into the western wings anymore, so.
Because it's empty?
No, it was mined out long ago, and Lord Goldsmith proclaimed that for everyone's safety, no one was allowed into the western ends of the Goldsmith mines anymore. Specifically, I don't really see anyone going there anymore, except for occasionally. I do see the. Wait a minute, let me look in the notes. The only ones I really ever see going there anymore, on the occasion, is of course the Flying Eyes. They go in there every once in a while, and they'll come back.
Please don't say that so casually. The Flying Eyes.
The Flying Eyes. It's a group of adventurers of these local parts. They mostly just.
Describing beholders for a second.
I don't behold much about them, but they're a decent enough people, mostly foreigners, really. But their leader is the sheriff, Rendaro. They go into the western wing every once in a while. They come in and out. Here they're cleaning out monsters for us that come in from deep below. But no one's really mined there for the last, I would say the last 100 years down there. Shortly after Mr. Goldsmith came into his fortune, when his father untimely passed away.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing really particular. Are you curious about adventuring, perhaps? You seem well armed.
I'm curious what happens with the. Well, you mine gold in there and the silverwood? Is that how that works here?
Gold, silver, jewels. The
rich
mines are very rich, but as you notice, no mountains around here to dig down. there are long ago there was a forest that was made entirely of golden trees. That one of the ancient elven kingdoms that had previously sat here before Varisi, I believe. The name of that country before it fell was called Samadhi. Anyway, after the desolation of Samadhi, there was a giant quake. The land became covered, and the forest of golden trees was covered up. We're pretty much just mining trees that had been covered up underground. They were entirely made of gold. Apparently, gold became a much rarer substance after it was all covered up.
And when you mine the gold, where does it go? What happens to it?
I mean, anything that happens to regular gold.
Where do they smelt it into jewel? Where's the forge?
Oh, smelting. Well, I mean, most of the smelting's done in town, in the blacksmith shop. There's a giant smeltery that's there, under heavy guard, might I add. Though, I mean, I have. Well, it doesn't matter.
It matters to Decade. And Tatiana.
Roll a persuasion.
32.
Why do I even ask?
Because you might get a 1. That's why you
That's
asked.
a 20.
There's a chance. Small one.
Well,
a
there's.
chance.
I mean, the Western Wing, of course. I have seen the Flying Eyes wheel giant carts of coinage out from the Western Wing.
It's remarkable for a place that isn't mined any longer.
No, it's under heavy guard. Maybe they smelt coinage there before. I've never seen the. I hear them crinkle. We see the carts being pushed out. An interesting looking thing, though. I'm not really sure. It's just an odd thing. The Kenku friend seems to direct all of that anyway.
The gold. Do you get a chance to see the gold?
Oh, I've never seen. Well, I see gold all the time.
I mean, the smelted, forged, minted.
Oh, down at the Mintery, down in the forge just downtown of here.
You get a chance to see it?
Oh, that gold? Yes, every once in a while we'll see that. It goes out on ship, out the lake, and yeah, it's quite a thing to see all the new coinage that goes out there. I mean, it's just in town. You could actually, Tatiana, she's not in disguise, could probably get you a tour of the Mintery out there. Though for the ones inside the mine, I don't know if they're minted there. I mean, there's the rumor that that's where he keeps his vault. But
You've been most gracious as a host. Thank you for allowing us to stay here. But it is late. We've traveled far. We'll have to rest while we can.
sounds good. I have to go feed the babies, so have a pleasant stay.
That's it. Don't mean to intrude, and if you need a babysitter anytime, Toast here would be happy to help.
He's great with children.
Oh, I'm
I
sure.
assume.
I'm sure. Is he a human? He's very tall.
Yes. Very tall.
Yes, I am. Thank you.
He is.
I don't mind looking after little ones if that helps you and your family. I would be glad to.
Oh no. I have them for now, but it's good to meet you,
now.
sir.
You're very welcome.
Have a pleasant day. She'll go off, and you guys have the scene by yourself at this point.
Well, that was helpful.
Quite.
Mm-hmm. Well, sounds like we might end up tangling with your aunt, Tatiana, if we don't sort something with her beforehand.
I would prefer you don't do anything with my aunt. She's family.
Right, and depending on how our raid of the West Mine goes, she may try to kill us or something, and I feel like we all want to avoid that.
I'd very much like it if you didn't murder my family. That'd be quite pleasant.
Including your
actually.
father?
Yes, he's
I thought
my
that was the point of
father.
this.
No, that's not the point. Of the
Why do
that
people
part.
keep on trying to murder my father? He's an asshole, but he's not.
Could I buy him from you for 200,000 copper?
Buy my father for 200,000 copper?
Captain,
Pretty sure we covered this already.
they're not trying to kill anyone if we can help it, Captain.
I mean, we have to be careful. The Hilterland Guards are just innocent people. They're just local people. I mean, one of my friend's husbands is, kind of says that with a weird face, is one of the guards. I mean, they have families here.
Yes, we're not here to do anyone harm. We're
What are we doing here? You brought me here.
Yes. We're here to inspect the coins being produced here in Silverwood. We have reason to suspect that the coins being minted here are the same cursed currency that we've encountered several times in our travels. Cursed coins that, if they're on your person, should you be killed or fall in battle, they absorb your very soul from your body, so that you can't even be resurrected and then put to some devious use.
I believe it made your corpse start going off and crawling to those Kenku corpse towers.
Yes. And we don't know for sure who is responsible. This could be someone working under your father, maybe undermining his operations.
I love it.
But yes, it does sound like there's something curious going on in these western mines, and very much would like to investigate to find out, and possibly check out where they're minting the coins too, to see if there's something going on there as well.
Well, if we go, I'm willing to help you investigate this, but I do not want you to kill any of my family or any of the poor people in this town. These are innocent, good people.
We understand. We wouldn't want to do such a thing. Such an action would bring unwanted attention and would be against our own standings as a crew.
And if we do find my father's doing something terrible, we should bring it to the constabularies, but we shouldn't murder my father.
I agree, madam. Well said.
I mean, he's also a powerful. He's one of the 5 lords. It would be an act of war just to attack him.
In character.
No intention of attacking him. We're just following up on one of the many, many evils we've encountered in our travels here, and it seems as though there might be a thread here where we can finally cut it off at its source.
Captain and Decadic and Toast, I respect you. You've done good things.
Please, call me Bernard.
But if you would respect me as well, it is my family.
Oh, madam, we will, of course, follow the rules that we have
All right.
set up.
No one dies.
Exactly.
Okay.
No one
I-
need to.
I will help you. So what's the plan? How are we doing this? How are we robbing my father? I'm okay with it.
Back on the ship, Strom and his gem is just picturing Toast saying all this,
Whoa.
not killing people. It's like, "Oh, you bastard! You have your friend!"
Wait, hold on. You haven't attached him to a keychain or something yet? Because he should pee.
The world's biggest fidget spinner.
I demand lollipop chainsaw straw.
I'm gonna use the bathroom while you guys come up with the plan. So you guys know that the Western Mines is possibly a place you want to go. You know it is heavily guarded by the Hilterland. The Marshals of the Hilterland.
Just the cars.
The
The
eyes.
Justicars, the Hilterland Justicars, right? There's a band of adventurers called the Flying Eyes, One of those Kenku apparently is working with that band, and that the Western Mine's got something going on with them, right? And that there's a smeltery in town, but maybe there's one in the Western Mine as well. But so far, what you
Kenku
learned,
wizard that
there's
someone used to
more
run.
in the town. I'm gonna use the bathroom while you guys talk.
Sorry. It's not my fault.
Is it? I'm pretty sure it is though. Like directly your fault.
Maybe not. I know nothing.
I'm fine with not killing the guards
Captain,
or our friends.
we've made an agreement not to hurt the people of this area. We will not hurt the people of this area.
That was not the agreement.
That is what we will do, Captain.
You can drop character now, Terrester.
Oh, thank God! Then I take the glasses off, put the hat back on. Oh, dear Lord! I say, I need a bottle of something to drink, and I need some seawater right now.
Don't have any of that.
Well, then this sucks. I want to go back to the tentacles.
I'm curious if, depending on how this coin process works, if they smelt the coins first and then use them to curse them or bring in, because it seemed as though they were bringing people in, like via slave ring, to bringing them up here and then
So-
not coming back.
I'm pretty sure that the plates that do the minting of the coins themselves are what infuse it with the evil.
I think that would make sense because, yeah, otherwise you'd have to have someone casting it constantly.
And there's not much point in having a press and separate or anything like that if you're casting it afterwards.
True.
So, could we disguise ourselves as people bringing in slaves? And, like, say we have, two of us come in as guards and the rest of us are slaves to bring in or something? Or do we disguise ourselves as miners and try to get in?
You're too tall for that. No one will believe you're a child.
A giant?
A child.
Oh, child. Oh, Captain.
And we don't necessarily want to go to the mine itself. We want to go to
The mint.
the other side of
The Western.
the west
Yes.
mine, which isn't.
The western shaft.
The West Wing. Well, it's forbidden.
Well, when the president sits, nobody stands. Nobody sits.
Well, could we disguise ourselves as one of these flying eye chaps? Or just find 4 of them to, bish bash bosh?
I mean, if Tatiana's aunt is in charge of them, that would be an even bigger complication.
Well, maybe we just sign up to join them. If they're taking on new recruits. Join that crew.
If they don't,
See what ships they have.
she doesn't like gazetarians.
None of us are gazetarians.
Then, one of us is Terrace.
Oh my God! Oh, for a second, I forgot. I'm terribly sorry. I'm not used to seeing your kind around.
What if I
Not many
let-
of you in the Fey Courts, are there? No.
No.
Well,
What if we let myself be captured by her? Maybe they'll take us
we
in.
come in as bounty hunters. I found one of you.
Yes, or you could teleport in.
You
to where I
know,
am.
I did fight off, I think it was 100 or so hobgoblins. The ship was becalmed in the middle. Let me set the scene. Anyway.
But that is an option to at least maybe get.
It's more viable.
But also, see if we can get work as miners so that we can allow to at least go underground and maybe from there split off to reach the western wing. Trying to
Maybe we do
sneakily-
both. We have someone bring in a hobgoblin, and then someone else, 2 or 3, go as, 2 go as the one with the hobgoblin, no offense, saying, hey,
Well,
look
yeah.
what I found,
Okay.
and the other 2 go in as
It is
miners.
offensive.
I don't care.
I just don't.
I'm a Fae, you're all just whatever.
Mayflies.
Yeah, you're mayflies to me. Like elves, yeah, we're like, okay, they're close, but everyone else, like, yeah, you're gonna be gone in a few
Or
minutes.
lumberfoots, if you prefer.
Yeah. Oh, woodworms. Because you can get those on ships.
So, yeah,
Or no fruit flies you could
we're
get.
discussing having some of us try to get work as miners so we can work in the mine, and maybe using him, like, because he's a Gazetarian, some of us posing as, like, bounty hunters, like, hey, we found this guy here, and maybe they would take him into the mines to where the coins are being minted.
Or just be able to.
Because that was,
Somebody,
just to double check, that was part of the process, right, Tony? These cursed coins, was that it wasn't just minting coins, it was also, like, sacrificing people in order to curse them? Am I remembering that right?
It might be a part of the process. You know that people dying while they had the coins is part of it, but you did run into something similar for the minting of them back in, I think, God, I want to say it was
in
Forellis.
yeah, it was in Forellis. and
Yeah,
yes,
we went to
Yeah,
the
the
Fire
Giant Mountain
Giants
place, yeah.
place.
Yeah,
There was
they
yeah.
were actively sacrificing people, so that is a component that you might be able to look into. Are
Hey,
people
why is that?
disappearing?
Okay.
Can we go outside? Is that what that is?
Yes, that's absolutely what it is.
You could have just come upstairs with me.
Do you guys want to take a break?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, cool. After
So-
these messages, we'll be right back.
It's a good time. It's 9/11.
as we're gonna be to discuss our plans.
Okay, we are back. All right, gentlemen. Go ahead, discuss your plans. Let me know if you need to look into some other stuff more, or what are you guys doing? There are, to give you an idea of the town, right? Maybe if it will help. There is, of course, the town that you've learned. Silverwood is divided by a river, known for having exotic spices and a cheeky populace. It is governed by a council of plutocrats. Elves oppress the minority races. Something to keep in mind here. The elves are slightly racist here.
Means rich people.
The city sits at the edge of an old and revered forest called the Silverwood. The town is has built a single road through the wood that non-residents need express permission from the local council to travel through, and even more to be able to travel off of. The main income of the city is from its gold mines to the south, mined by primarily elves that are supervising stone golems. And is protected by an adventuring company called the Flying Eyes. The roads are patrolled and protected by the Hilterland Justicars, and the local shops are unified by a secret small council called the Society of the Lightning Brands. The city is surrounded by rimmed earth walls, and there appear to be the guards are heavily fortified here, like they are. Maybe they might not be higher than 3rd or 4th or 5th level, but they're geared out. Like 10th level adventurers. Yeah. And, of course, Renardo Goldsmith, who is the cousin of, the sister of Lord Goldsmith, who lords over the surrounding countryside. There is a tavern, the Slumbering Hall. The blacksmith shop, which is the coinery also, which is the hammer and head. There's an alchemist shop, the Wasp's Wing. There's a jeweler's shop, the Diamond Necklace. There's an enchanter's shop called the Murex Intellect. And there's a general store called the Royal Emporium.
Ooh.
Is there only one entrance to the mines?
You don't know that yet, okay. But you can find that out. There is a church here. It's the Church of Niver.
Sorry, Church of what?
Niver, goddess of witches and animals. Your former character was slightly had gone to their main church before.
Yep.
As well as there are several
Lobster boil.
smaller houses throughout, and people, NPCs, all that. I will give you objectively. So there are lots of clues around here on ways to pursue and do things. I have no idea how you're going to do it. I know where the thing is and stuff that's going on, but that I don't know what you guys are doing and how you want to do it, but I'm open-minded, so there you go.
Because the cursed gold is red.
The
Yes,
curse?
Is that correct?
It's red tinted gold.
Red
Yes.
tinted. So maybe we should see if we can see the gold to see where it's red, where it's coming from.
So what, you want to like stake out the coinery and see if red gold is coming out of that?
Might be. It's an idea.
Okay.
So I have stone shape. We Minecraft this. Just start taking out blocks of earth until we excavate the entire area.
Make
I've always
our
got
own
my
mine.
arcane eye to do spying in some places.
That too. So, should we have some of us or one of us sign up to work as a miner or try to do so? Which I guess I can do that since I need to be disguised anyway. If they have mining clothes and
You probably won't stick out as much as the rest of us.
yeah.
Keep in mind, from the sounds of it, if you get sent in for a shift, they're going to expect you to stay for a solid week.
Yes.
So you'll have
if
to
only I knew
leave.
invisibility so I could, come and go whenever I damn well please. Oh wait!
Oh well, if he did, but
Hindsight's 20/20.
usually is.
Not on this ship. Is it? We never learn from our mistakes.
No, we do observe them quite well.
I remember that.
Most
Oh, yeah.
of the time.
Sometimes.
Oh, that was a good one. Oh, let's see what happens this time.
We have lovely reunions.
Yeah, like the one we just had.
So your character wants to investigate the mine.
Yes,
Hey,
I'll
kitty.
take the mining clothes that Tatia's friend offered and see if I can sign up for work to get access to the mines. The next once it's morning in
Okay.
a few hours, whatever.
What are the rest of you doing?
I'm gonna spy on the cornery between my Lord's Veil for a disguise in general, and then Arcane Eye to
Coronary.
actually snooping, hopefully first.
Okay, so you want to investigate the coinery at the Hammer and Head.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Damien Skullgrave is looking for some cursed currency.
So that's what you're doing for basically the day, because morning's going to break soon.
Yeah.
It's going to start the day. What about you, sir?
I have no idea.
Okay. What about you,
Have
sir?
you considered becoming a miner?
I
I'm too tall.
want to see if I
Become a
can
raider.
find where the what'd you say the adventurers were. What was
Oh,
their
the
name?
Flying Eyes.
Flying Eyes. I want to find them and just see kind of where they go on a regular basis. See if there's
You want to creep on the Flying Eyes. Okay.
I want to see what it takes to join them. So I will go.
Okay, so you're creeping, and you are going to try to petition to join the
Yeah.
Flying Eyes.
Yeah, and then in a way, like if I go somewhere, you can follow and find out.
Because he can
Okay.
certainly draw attention away from you.
Snoop
Not
will
as
set up
yeah,
the
not
tent.
as Bernard though.
Smoot will set up the tent and stay in there. He's like, I am bad at deception.
I
There's a
think
river through this town. I do not want to strangle any hookers.
allegedly.
Why is abrasion one piece? What is wrong with these people? But no, yeah, that's the
Well,
good
that's
idea.
straight
Actually,
back up.
Captain, like set up like a hideout. We could like
Camp,
retreat
yeah.
to if we need to. Yeah, if we can't get back to this.
He's staking out.
I will call it the tent of justice.
He'll stay here with Tatiana.
He's
Unless,
the
unless you want one of
babysitter.
the NPCs to go with you.
Stanley will join me.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
All right.
Don't worry about it.
Oh, I better put on my glasses.
Is there anything else you guys
Eyes
wanted
in
to
the
discuss
sky.
before
By that I
we
mean,
transition
like,
to scenes of the next day?
No.
Sorry, say that again?
Is there anything else you guys need to discuss in character before we transition to the next day?
No, I think we're good.
You guys briefly rest, so you have a long rest.
How long do we have before your wedding?
That'll be
24
check
hours.
the
It is now still the
calculator.
same day, if that helps.
Yay!
We made it back to the same day.
Oh, we did. Seriously, is it still?
Yeah, you guys
Yeah.
went. You guys, because
Okay.
it was noon on that day, and you guys went across the globe, which it was still that day. It's just the morning of that day.
Yeah, we followed the sun.
You guys-
All right, so then
Yeah.
we still have 7 days to the wedding.
Excellent. Needed our timetable. All right.
We'll just keep doing it.
All right.
And we'll
There's
never
no more
catch-
traveling back to be able to prevent this day from going any longer.
Oh,
That's
crap.
what you
We-
think.
we reached our
We'll
limit.
travel around backwards. Again. We'll Superman this.
Go up a day. Okay,
Whoops, too far.
so. Oh, there we go. There we go. There you go. So, all right. Let's start with who wants to go first?
I will go first.
Okay. So you are propositioning. I'll assume you're watching. At
yeah,
this
by
point.
extension.
Okay. So what I will do, just to cover
We'll go
this, I would like you to. What are you doing? Are you disguising yourself? Or are you just like hiding around town?
Since I have a mask on and a hood and everything, I'm fairly disguised anyway.
Okay.
I'm just gonna try to be in
You're such a brat.
walking around if there's shops or anything, just kind of being around the shops, but keeping an eye on Toast.
I would like you to make 3 separate rolls. I
Okay.
would like you to make a bluff check. I would like you to
So
make a
deception.
stealth check. And I would like you to make a initiative check.
Before we split up in the morning, I'll cast my rally cry so we can mentally radio each
I
other.
can't talk to you.
You said that like it's a problem.
It's a feature.
To be fair, you sprinted into that one.
Yes, it's Ring of Mind Shielding. So I can't talk to you.
Yeah, so you'll be around Arnhem here, so they'll let you know if
Sure.
there's anything important.
Okay. So,
Okay, good.
So signal you.
12 for
12
deception.
for
One
deception.
land.
Okay.
Land.
Dirty 20 for stealth.
Okay.
And then
What's 3.5?
22 for initiative.
Shit. Okay.
Extra
To
play.
note that you are you're decently lying. You're not being terrible about, but you're not being great about it either. You're just kind of manning it, but you're doing a well enough job that somebody not digging would really care.
Okay.
Mostly so that you speak the language, right? So they're not assuming you are who you are. The stealth you're doing pretty decently at. With a 20, that is a deadly check. So, and you with the initiative, you're able to time yourself well enough that you're able to hide in the shadows quickly so that they don't notice you. Right?
Cool.
You're able to act on being stealthy and being
Ooh,
deceptive to kind of blend
cool.
into the crowd. So that'll be in the background. I'll say you're a distance away. I'll give you, what's your passive perception?
20,000.
Yeah, okay, so your ears are good enough with your passive perception just being a 20. You're fine. I'll say that you can hear most of the conversations. You can stay within earshot.
I think also, I don't know, this actually might kind of make a difference here.
Special features.
Yeah, some people look them up.
That's what he does for me.
Thought I had
I tried.
something.
Quick, I'm a warlock. What do I do?
Eldritch Blast.
All right, there. See?
I thought I had something where it was I could read their lips regardless of how far
I'm a
away.
barbarian.
they were.
What do I do?
There's
I
a
took a feat. Observant.
Oh well, fuck. Okay,
It worked.
yes.
So, and
you
since
can-
I can speak well, I
I
can
can't see
understand and
You-
communicate in
you
all
can-
languages.
You can read their lips.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll give you that. So you can read lips. So generally, if they're having conversations, unless unless they're really trying to hide what they're saying, I'll let you know. I'll generally do a check to see if they are, and I'll let you know.
That's why he wears
You'll
it,
have to
so-
check to try to figure out what they're saying. If they're like hiding what they're saying.
His
or if
master
there's
has a
something
single
secret
red
I'll
eye that
do-
just reads people.
I'll do this
So
if they're doing
something.
something secret.
Okay,
Okay.
sounds good to me.
Okay. Outside of that, let me see. What scene should we do first? Yeah, we're doing yours first.
Yeah.
I give the quick dice
We
roll.
just had to do his prep.
Yes.
It's a pre-scene, if you will.
Pre-game.
All right.
The
So.
prologue. Before the log.
The stuff before
Okay.
the stuff.
So.
Yeah,
You're welcome. I know that was the word you were looking for.
They are would
Yes, you're
normally
welcome.
be at.
That's what
They
I was
have
looking
they have a permanent room in the tavern. The adventuring party, the Flying Eyes, has literally made another story. That the tavern itself is 3 stories.
for. Yeah.
The second story is for guests. The third story is theirs. It has their entire suite where they
I'm going to see if I can do this. I'm going to try to find less flashy clothes, but still adventuring gear that I have. I'll just probably try to find like a coat or something that I've worn. Yeah, I'll find like my oldest clothes in my collection that I've brought.
Okay.
Just that are the roughest, just so I'm not
The
in my
roughest naval clothes you have.
Yeah, because that's all I have. I mean, I don't know what else to wear.
What is this fine Commodore
So
outfit?
instead of a Commodore, I guess I'm like just a sailor's outfit, but
Okay.
roughed up a bit.
So you don't look like a luchador, but you're definitely looking like like one of the.
We can help rough you up if you need
No.
help discussing.
Yeah, other than that though,
Push him in the dirt a couple
yeah, I'm
times.
just wearing a simple sailor outfit.
Unless actually, if you're looking for just general clothes, there is the Royal Emporium.
You know what? Let's do that. I will run over to that.
We'll say the first half of your morning is getting fitted for its clothes because you're fucking tall. They don't
Yeah.
have clothes.
Oh
that
no,
big.
no, I didn't think so.
They do sell clothes. With the custom embroidery, you're gonna have to spend 45 copper.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah, I'm thinking just simple adventuring clothes that look nothing fancy, nothing flashy, and maybe like just a rough cloak that like this is all I got plus my stuff that I carry.
Sure. Just to fast forward through that scene,
Yeah.
you get that Mari Hanali has her niece go on a furious sewing thing. The clothes fit decently, but they're not made well
That's
for you.
perfect.
But they're good enough where it's like, oh yes, sir, there we go. And it's considered fine clothes.
Yeah.
But since it's like literally 2 pairs of pants that are stitched together, it goes up to
yeah.
just better than normal.
Yeah, that's fine. I kind of want to look like someone who's had to live rough.
Okay.
On that, yeah, I have nothing else that looks like Norhagen. I'm wearing glasses,
Okay.
spectacles or whatever.
Mhm.
Yeah, and I will. After I'll probably take my time walking over to the Flying Eyes in the tavern.
You go to the Royal, the Slumbering Hall.
Ooh.
It's in the, it's just north of where you are, but it's on the other side of the bridge in the Gloom Stair is what it's called. No, sorry, the Ivy Ferry is what it's called. Across the other side of the bridge where you were from.
That's a little bit different.
That's just the name of the quarter.
That's just better than Gloom Stare.
The Gloom Stairs on the back side of that. So you make it to there. Going back up. The Slumbering Hall. The street outside is filled with smells of damp earth, and the tavern is a 3-story, finely made wooden building with some brick that's made into it. It is covered. It is blue and gold in color.
Ooh.
It has a nice brown tile roof. When you do walk in, it does have lower ceilings than you're used to.
Yeah.
So normally you'd expect this to be like 12-foot ceilings. This being a 3-story building, the first floor is a little bit shorter, so it's only about 7 feet tall.
Then the decks on the Nostromo must be pretty damn tall.
No, you walk around most of the time hunched over.
I do?
Yeah.
To get through doors, at least. Have you ever been inside a ship?
Yeah, of course.
At our height, it's already kind of a problem, much less someone who's 4 feet taller than us.
As you do go inside, there's a lot of cured meats and cheeses that are hanging. The walls are decorated with green leaves with silver trim on them.
Very nice.
There is a lot of seating here, though it is a very large area and it's very open. There are several hearths that are burning with fire, but they don't have a chimney, as if the fire itself is magical, like there's nothing on the side of it.
Cool.
It is early in the morning, so there's a couple people just eating. Most of them just seem to be miners who just kind of come up here, and families. A lot of elven families, a lot of people that are playing with their kids. Some people getting ready for the game, not for the day. Some of them like guards eating with their families in the morning before they go back out, whatnot. Just imagine a big, large. You're basically at where's that place all the old people eat?
Old Country Buffet.
Golden
Cracker Barrel.
Cracker Barrel.
yeah.
Think of it like a Cracker Barrel, right?
Country Kitchen.
It's very much a Cracker Barrel thing where it's just full of people in the morning, and
Yeah.
then you assume it probably empties out for the afternoon.
Do they have the gang with the
Give me
little pins
dumplings.
that you try
Yes,
to just...
yes. You know what? Fuck it. That's canon. Silverleaf loves that pin game. Everybody's playing it, trying to get the shortest amount of moves to get all the pins out.
Oh my god.
Bad
game.
So you're there. There is several patrons, and roll me a investigation check.
Oh my.
You're so needy, but nothing I do is what you want.
That's called life. That is a 20. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. That's good enough. You see 6 people who stick out like a sore thumb.
Is one of them a hobgoblin with a mask on?
No.
But it is some weirdo that you can't tell what race he is with a mask on.
You see a tallish human. He's normally about 6'4", long, gangly brown beard. Looks like a bear of a man.
Ooh.
He is wearing half plate armor.
Oh.
He's got a large great sword across his side. He looks like he's decked out for war, and
Yeah,
he
that's
looks like
great.
a grizzled human. You've seen Brilliance before?
Yeah.
Definitely Brilliant. As he starts to talk, you definitely
Oh.
get the Brilliant accent off. So this is a Brilliant human. You see a short, stocky Khazadunian dwarf, mountain dwarf. He is wearing
There's a surge to high five.
thick plate armor, and he seems to be just eating an entire wheel of cheese himself.
No, not Krasny.
You see a Burnian, a fire genasi Burnian, a woman who just seems to be kind of sitting by herself near them, but she kind of seems to be just perched up, and she seems to be just eating leaves and salads, just having a light creamy breakfast. There is a really, really, really old humanoid. This guy's 75, 80.
He's ancient.
He looks He looks very wisely. Looks dressed like a wizard, right?
75, that's young.
Long black beard with a single white stripe that goes through the middle of it.
Oh.
There's a small halfling man.
Oh.
Seems to be plucking a lute strings and just kind of like working on a little bit of a song. Every once in a while, the kids will come up to him and wanting him to like play something. And there is a tiefling woman who is awkwardly hitting on another elven man in the corner, but she seems to be associated with that group. Each of them has a dark iron ring with an eyeball.
Oh.
On it, not an actual eyeball, but it's got like it looks like a gem that's been crafted to look like an eye.
Gotcha.
So, you've spotted the flying eyes, all 6 of them, but no Kenku.
Interesting. So I think I will. I'll approach the dwarf. Mostly because, come on, it's a dwarf.
Are you?
Yeah, we know you.
Are you
Yeah.
hiding him?
I would love to high five him.
As
But I
you walk up to the dwarf is just eating the entire wheel of
Low
cheese. He just kind of has cheese. How can I help you?
Good morning.
Where?
I just was asking, where would I go to join your eyes? Are you accepting new members?
He farts loudly.
Oh,
He's like,
that's nice.
you want to join us?
Are people allowed to join your group?
If we let him join, he says to you, if we let him join Grimshaw, does that mean he gets double the share because he's a tall fuck? Grimshaw just kind of looks you up and down. He's like, well, why do you want to join us, sir? We're pretty full up on the party. There's 7 of us.
Well, I have some talent with magic, but mostly I just need the work.
Ah.
I, make a bit of coin, pay off some, debts, but also just to. I don't do well with nothing to do, so
Oh,
work would be good, money would be better,
you want some work, you want a little bit of money, huh?
and might as well join a group of famous people.
Right.
Work with the best.
Right. Well, I mean, it's a little impromptu to want to join us.
If you're not
Sure,
accepting
yes.
members, I understand.
We're willing to take on an apprenticeship. There is going to be a fee. You're going to have to pay in before I'm going to let you join.
Oh, how much would that fee be?
25 copper a day, and you got to carry all of our shit.
Well, if it means I get to be a part of the Flying Eyes, I 25 a day?
25 copper a day. Don't worry, though. You will be reimbursed through your share. If we happen to do something for us, we'll give you work.
Oh, good. Well, and I try to I'm I'm pretending to clumsily do this. All I have is 100 coin right now. Is that enough for a little while until I can earn something?
Roll me a bluff check. Or is that deception? I don't know. As long as it's
Deception.
Deception. Mm-hmm.
I got what you're saying.
Roll me a lie check.
As you fight the urge to just.
So I
tip all
said
your-
lies that you have to roll your d6s, right? This is Shadowrun here.
Put one of them on the upper shelf.
27.
27.
Yeah, I did roll 19.
He's like, all right, give me the 100.
Here you go.
You know what? 100, we'll call that a finder's fee. He throws
Thank
it over
you.
to the tiefling woman, who just catches it without even looking. And he says, Velvet, hold on to that for us. All right, well, you want something to do, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
please.
I'll give you something to do. I can, you know what? I've got a little task I need somebody to do, and I didn't want to go out to do it today. If you're able to accomplish this task, then we'll consider this one step closer to joining the Flying Eyes.
Excellent.
Uh,
I would like that a lot. Thank you, sir.
All right. I have 3 things I want you to do.
All right.
First things first. He reaches over and he grabs a small black box and he pushes it over.
Oh,
He's like, this little black box right here, I need you to take to the edge of town to the south near the mines.
as we turn to the south.
There's going to be you're going to see a tallish kind of black tower. I need you to take this box and I need you to walk up to the tower door. You're going to slide over, there's a little opening, so it's like a little doggy door.
Mm-hmm.
You kind of just,
Whatever that is.
you're going to push this through that little entrance. And this is for another member of our party.
Sounds
Mr.
fantastic.
If you're able to push that through, I'm sure Icarus will be happy to have that. Now, please do not disturb Mr. Dead Howling Wind. He hates being woken up in the morning.
I
and I think he's
understand.
molting. Second thing I'm going to need you to do is when you come back here, there's a small family that's making their way south.
Yes.
Right? I'd like you to be able to escort them and the family all the way past where the golden tree is on the quarter-way mark outside of town.
All right.
Take them to there, have them wait at the tree, and then the Hill-to-Lane guards will escort them the rest of the way.
All right.
Just a bunch of foreigners heading back out of town. Third thing I'll have you do at the end of the day, you're going to meet me right here,
Excellent.
back of the bar.
I will do that.
Then we'll see if you've done how well you've done, and we'll have ourselves a little initiation.
Oh, sounds very interesting, and I can't wait to earn your respect and position with you chaps.
Okay. So I'm going to leave you for now,
Yep.
and as the day picks up, we will pick up. Who wants to be next?
I'll go.
And as he's gone throughout the day, I'll come back to you with what you observe them doing throughout the day. So you have to running around.
Leave him alone.
We did.
Gonna cast a preparatory foresight and get my day going.
Okay. All right, and you again are.
And spying and/or depending on how that goes, infiltrating the coinery.
Yeah, so you are looking into the coinery.
Hey, puppy.
You have your arcane eye, so you're able to look from a distance. You do notice it is heavily warded. So how about this? Roll me a perception check, a sleight of hand check, and roll me a stealth check for the eye.
All right. Perception,
The eye's
sleight of
invisible,
hand.
but they might have a sensor or something.
Right. So depending how it goes, I'm willing to. I guess it's probably part of the stealth is I can infiltrate myself as well. I'm not wearing my armor or anything today, so.
Okay.
All right. So perception, sleight of hand, stealth.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, never. This.
For some reason, I'm picturing your disguise. Robert Williams when he first
Sleight
goes
of
to
hand.
Neverland,
Stealth.
and he has the pirates' random clothes on to disguise himself.
Kind of, yeah. Yeah, that's pretty damn close.
All right. Perception is a 27. Sleight of hand is a 23.
Cheesy Pete's.
And stealth is a 33.
I call shenanigans.
Oh, I guess technically I can roll those twice. Hold on. Not better. Ooh. Alright. Stealth got a +4 to what I told you. Or sleight of hand, sorry. Sleight of hand was the middle one.
Mm-hmm.
So it's 27 now.
Jesus. All right. You can ask me.
It's a cute little duck.
Jesus. Okay. I'll just.
Can walk right in the front door and nobody notices.
Okay, you're gonna spend.
I've disguised myself
You're gonna
as
spend the
Mr.
day
Goldsmith.
learning these things. I'm going to. Okay. There are a few things you're going to learn. First things first. Those coins are not minted here.
I suspect. Okay.
Second thing you will learn is that the coins are not minted there, but they do appear to be making boxes for coins that are not being put. So the coins are not being put. There are boxes that are being made, but there aren't coins. Like most of the boxes here are filled with coinage of some type: copper, silver, and gold, or gems of some sort, or bars. But there are boxes being made that aren't being filled with coins that have labels to other places, specifically places where you know the towers have been. So the boxes seem to be manufactured here. The person that's in charge
Did I not see what they were filled with?
They're not filled with anything.
Weird. Okay.
They're just being manufactured here.
Okay.
Nothing's being filled here. The person that is in charge of overseeing those the making of those boxes is specifically a bard named Waffles. He is a halfling
Fantastic
bard,
name.
and he's
Stealing
right now
that.
eating at the tavern with the rest of his adventuring party,
Waffles.
the Flying Eyes. What else do you learn? You learn that the boxes are picked up in the late evening around 6 o'clock, and they are transported back to the mines. And the boxes do not come back here, but instead are then transported directly back to the harbor at 10 o'clock is when they arrive. So 6 o'clock they leave, and by 10 o'clock they're back, and they arrive back full of maybe something put on a ship that heads out.
What's in the box?
Excellent.
You learn that. You learn, what else do you learn? You do learn one other thing, but you're going to learn this at the end of the day.
Okay.
So this is not something that you're going to learn now, so I'll have to do all the scenes and come back to you. Just remind me about an encounter with Grimshaw.
Great.
Who's next?
That'd be me. I'm
The big cheese.
dressed up in dirty miner type clothes and head to. I guess I could just see where the miners are heading for the day and go that direction to see if I can get some work.
Okay.
Why
Yeah.
do I keep trying to bluff my
I
way?
think it's
to
hilarious.
Roll me a deception check, an athletics check,
Make you a minor.
and a what would I say?
Deception,
and
athletics.
and a stealth check.
Deception, athletics, and stealth. It's a 19 deception.
Okay, that's good for you.
Wow, that is as cockeyed as it
Yeah,
gets.
that is weirdly. I'm gonna re-roll that because
Okay.
that's like right
That's
up the cusp. Athletics is 14, and stealth is 18.
Fairly well. Okay. Yeah, nothing low. Nothing insane, but
Yeah.
nothing low.
That's the best I can really hope for.
So, His, I just gave him without checks because there's no question that he's going to get that information. Yours is
Right.
going to require some roll.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you make it up to the front. It is a large mine. So the mine itself has 7 different entrances. What they are is cuts into the earth, spiral cuts in the earth that go all the way down. And each cut has a ring around it as it rings slowly down, kind of like a corkscrew that had almost been dug in the earth, right? That kind of look. And there are golems that are pushing carts around those corkscrews and then going into a mine cut that's been cut into like the side. So there's several cuts along these corkscrews. You are able to gain some work. You are currently tasked to work on the eastern side, the newest eastern side, the farthest possible place from where you want to get to. You are not given charge of a golem, but you are given charge of. You are working with someone who was given charge of a golem, an elf named Masters.
I'm assistant to the region.
He is operating with golems. Something to worry about. Golems do see through invisibility.
Mm-hmm.
But the golems are actively being piloted, and you have to have like an amulet of golem control to be able to control them. Which all the miners working here seem to have. Right, the golem is doing most of the heavy work, but then they're doing the fine work with a pickaxe, where they're mining out some of the stuff. As you are down here, you do notice that there are trees deep in the earth. Right, these golden trees that literally are on the side. So at one point, on certain levels, there was this rolling forest of golden trees that's deep under the earth and have been covered up, much like has been said before. And that's the gold mine. It's not actual normal gold, but it's an ancient forest of golden trees that they're far, far below the earth.
You're welcome.
Are they? Is it like a giant cavern under the ground then, or are they like fossilized, like in like the dirt that's being like excavated?
They're in the dirt that's being excavated, but it's these giant corkscrew mines that go hundreds of feet down, and then they split off, right? And you are in the farthest eastern side. There is 2 mine areas that are closed off, and they are guarded specifically by Hilterland Justicars. Small group of each. Between those 2 mines, you see a tall black tower made of dark iron. It looks evil as fuck, but it's just sitting there, and you notice that every single golem here seems to have a single brand upon it, a brand you have seen before, the brand of the Silent League.
Great. It's all coming together.
Just like Mother said.
Yeah. The only thing of note, every once in a while, out of the west, you'll see the occasional Minotaur, who just kind of clomps up, and then just kind of like talks to the guards and then clomps back down. So that's what you see so far. So what do you do?
Gotcha. I'm for now just gonna keep being observant, both following this master's fellow, showing me how it works, and also just keeping an eye for entrances, any crossways from the east to the west that maybe are blockaded or being guarded, and just keeping an eye out for any other guards or creatures like minotaurs that might be coming and going, just let them back that we might encounter later.
Okay. You learn that and you're going to do that for the day.
Yeah,
Okay.
just doing
So-
reconnaissance.
For the day, you learn that there are 3 shifts. Each shift, so there are 3 shifts of miners. One in the morning, one in the afternoon, and one in the evening. That works throughout the night. You are currently on the morning shift. Each shift has a period of 2 hour of inactivity where there's nobody in the mines. They call this the clearing period. During this time, the golems go into the mines and they kind of walk around the eastern side and they just make sure that no one's been like collapsed in or anything like that. The guards do take shifts. There is a period in the morning, the afternoon, and at night where the guards are down to. The guards do not have a golem around them. There are 2 clusters of Hilterland guards. Each of them does have an orb of seeing, a gem of seeing that they'll have, and every once in a while they'll just pop it up and just kind of like look around. And there's a golem around, which seems to be heavily warded. The golem isn't there for about an hour period each day as it has to go back in for maintenance. So there are 3 different gaps of time in which you could probably maybe, by using some kind of stealth or invisibility, be able to get through. The only thing you'd have to worry about is that gem of seeing, which seems to be pocketed by a single guard. That guard, though, does take breaks, but he only takes breaks when the golem is there. So you have to deal with the warded golem, who has some kind of alarm spell on him, or some kind of warding spell. Or you're going to have to deal with the marshal, who has a gem of seeing, but seems heavily dependent on it. He himself, though, does seems to be taking to the drink. So at night he's not there, but the golem is there at night. But he leaves probably to go drink in the tavern. But he always keeps his gem on him. So,
Suddenly getting flashbacks. Can we try to infiltrate that university on L and immediately botched it as badly as possible?
Pretty sure
So-
well for you guys.
you learn those pieces of information for working out today. You have a
Good luck
rotation.
getting out of
You
there.
learn about the guards, and you learn about basically the thing that'll get in your way of getting into the Western Wing. There are 2 distinct entrances. Sorry. There are 3. There are 3 distinct. No. There are 2 distinct entrances into the Western Shaft. Each of them are polar opposite sides of each other.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So you can go through one or the other. And you do learn that there's the occasional Minotaur. You do learn that, the Minotaurs just live down there.
They just live there. That's yeah.
Big deal.
And that there's a truce with the Minotaurs, so they don't cause an issue. But the Minotaurs are only on the northern side of the western side, not the southern side. So the Minotaurs will go up and talk to the guards to collect like food and stuff like that, and because of that, they don't come back up and bother anybody that's mine.
Would I be able to roll to what would I know of Minotaurs, like reputation wise?
Sure, yeah, you can.
Reputation check.
Yeah. Let me see, that's.
This one's got some pretty good street cred.
They like geography puzzles.
If it's reputation and street cred, Decatur's got like quadruple advantage.
Yeah.
Gets all the ladies and all the street cred.
They meant like alignment and such and whatever. But
No, it's
yes.
street cred. It's called street cred now.
If you think that's more helpful.
And the legend grows.
Lay down some cardboard like, hey, Minotaurs, dance battle, come on.
Yes.
10 minutes later, it was super successful. And on that day, Decatur bridged the gap between Gollum and Minotaur, and peace was secured.
Everybody cut loose, foot loose, kick off your Sunday shoes.
Would it be hoof loose because they're Minotaur?
Are you assuming Minotaurs have hooves?
No, I'm not assuming because
Minotaur. Taur. Okay.
Minotaur.
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 Certain Minotaur.
Minotaur.
Bonjour, Minotaur. Yeah. Je m'appelle Minotaur. Oh, bonjour, Minotaur. Bonjour.
Yeah, go ahead and make a roll.
Question.
Should be history or
Does that seem about right for
or just a
price
straight
of one
die
of
roll?
those?
It would be a Minotaurs. It would be a history would be fine.
All right, that's gonna be 19.
19. Yeah. These Minotaurs.
For $5.49.
These Minotaurs, specifically, these Minotaurs you know are of the fire-breathing variety. They are specifically they are related to the southern tribes that you've ran into before.
Called Wulan tribes.
Yeah. These ones specifically are led by a Minotaur named Zegdar. He's a chief of the Emberhorn tribe.
I'll keep working.
As an Emberhorn, they're kind of more like fire-breathing kind of Minotaurs. They're more demonically aligned.
Neat.
But
I think like.
he is known to be greedy.
So can Minotaurs kind of like be Genasi, where they can be different elemental type stuff, but also?
Yeah.
Oh, cool! Very cool.
If they're tied to the elemental.
Yeah, cool.
Watch a Minotaur.
That would be interesting. Water buffalo.
Ah,
Let me see. You know him. He's on the. He's on the northern western side.
Why don't I?
What is? He's greedy. They are in the north. Where else would you be able? Because you rolled pretty decent. You will get this. He is rumored to be looking for something down there, and they kind of leave him alone. He's looking for something called the Black Obelisk down there. He's been digging for it for years, and they just leave him alone because they're like, all right, well, he's digging out of mining areas, and we can just deal with the Minotaur later.
Black Obelisk. Not a black tower.
He had moved in there previously. The western end of that had been Khazadunian miners had mined it for years until something happened to them, and after that they closed down the western wing. And after that point, the Minotaurs moved in, but whatever happened to the Khazadunians didn't happen to them.
Interesting.
But did whatever the Awakened have wings or not?
Can you fly? Without wings?
That's apparently a big nerd argument among Lord of the Rings. Yeah, whether the Balrog has wings or not.
Nice. I buy that.
I would say sort of.
Because the book, it describes the shadow, darkness around it spreading out like wings, as in, metaphorical, but then saying,
actual wings.
and another sentence like mentioning that it spread its wings, so nerds like to argue about whether or not.
I like how they did in the movie where it's like, it's just like wings, but it's also got smoke and stuff, so it's like wings, but...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I liked that. I thought that was
It's a very cool visual.
Or if you watch the old Ralph Bakshi one, where
It's like guy
like
in a
a
costume, yeah.
and he doesn't fly so much.
Slowly.
He's like, how much bigger is he? He's like, here's Gandalf and here's the Balrog.
So that's what you learned. So you learned that there used to be dwarves that used to mine down there on the western side. Those dwarves disappeared under mysterious circumstances, and the mines were taken over by the Minotaurs. The Goldsmith family has a standing kind of peace agreement with them, and no one goes there, except somebody does mention that every once in a while, carts are wheeled in towards that area. The miners assume it's probably something to appease the Minotaurs. The carts are wheeled in, oddly enough, on the southernmost western entrance, not the northernmost western entrance where the Minotaurs are. You have additionally learned that the Minotaurs are bribable and greedy.
Ooh.
So, but they are. It's on the western side. That's further away from where you probably want to go.
Yeah. But still, getting good
But
info.
it is a bribable people that you could probably get in there. So that is another thing you've learned.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, getting back to, and you've pretty much worked for the day.
Beefy wizard, I'm a beefy wizard.
With the athletics, you do not suffer a level of exhaustion.
Oh, thank God.
Okay.
+3. You are a beefy
You
wizard.
said.
I know it, right? That's the one stat I actually roll good and consistent.
That's funny.
So you you do get something after he leaves. After he leaves to take off with the family, your
The
character
tower first.
The tower first. You do notice that the halfling man does get up at one point and seems to be walking around. He walks towards a wood shop, and he seems to be inspecting wood, specifically boxes. And he seems to be talking, reading lips in the distance. He's talking about. He's complaining about like the woods aren't for the latest crates aren't strong enough to be able to take the weight, and that they've been leaking a lot. And he really seems obsessed about getting crates that won't leak so much. That there have to be waterproof crates. He seems to be obsessed with needing waterproof crates or leaking-proof crates. Second thing you see is he seems to be getting in an argument with Grimshaw, who is the leader. Through reading lips, though, they're very quiet with each other, but you rolled so well, you learn that Grimshaw is a werewolf.
Oh, fun.
And he's talking about how the hunger is starting to overcome him, but he's got a way to nick that itch. And he says not to tell Velvet. And later on in the day, he heads off north towards the woods. This is hours. So your characters had at this point, and I'll get to you, had gone to the mines, gone south, taken a whole family of people, humanoids, Brillians, and you escorted them out. Were you going against like his directives at all, or
No.
okay? I'm assuming you're going with what he says to meet up with
To
him
the
later
letter.
that night. And you will, and you see him take off with a group of people off to the road, and Grimshaw seems to follow at a distance shortly thereafter. Following Grimshaw, you do see him strip off his clothes, and he turns into a wolf form and disappears in the woods. Do you do anything?
Take off your clothes, turn into a wolf.
Wrong character.
I want to
Strong
keep
one.
following.
That's
Okay,
dedicated.
so you're going to follow the Grimshaw path. Okay, you're following the Grimshaw
like
path.
him.
Your
So
character
so
drops
forth.
off the family, goes back. So let's go back to you and round,
Yep.
and the Tower of Icarus. So you make
Can't
yourself
wait, by the
you
way.
make it to the Tower of Icarus. You notice you had to pass several golems at this point. Each of them seemed heavily magically warded. You notice as soon as you walked within a 100-foot radius of the golem instantly knew you were there.
Oh wow.
So the golem doesn't have eyes. It just has a gem on it, and it turns in your direction as if some kind of divination is telling it that you're there. And as soon as you walk within radius, you start glowing with a light. You have been affected by fairy fire.
One of
As
my
soon as it-
favorites.
As soon as it detected you, you're
Be
fairy
affected
fire. You walk up. There
Vanished
is
attack on me.
there's a man of the Hilterland Justicars who meets you, an elven gentleman. He's like, "What are you doing here?"
I'm here to deliver this box to the tower. I'm supposed to take it to a little door.
Oh,
and
you're a box boy.
pudding.
Just go put it at the box boy.
I will, thank you.
Okay.
Fuck off.
Why are they doing tall guys now? You don't really have kids do this? Yeah, but one of the kids didn't come back. Oh, okay. So you go to this ominous black tower made of dark iron,
I mean, a black
with
novelist.
ravens flying above it.
It's cool.
No windows except for a single wooden door made of dark wood
Damn,
with
Icarus has
an
got it.
iron
Good.
with a little like it looks like literally like a doggy door entry, except it's you notice that it's from the inside. It probably slides this way. It doesn't flap in and out.
Oh.
As you get close within there are two gargoyles at the top whose heads turns towards you towards the fairy
Yep.
fire, and their eyes glow. As it is, you see that little doggy door entrance. It's probably big enough for about maybe Sif to get through, right? Slides open, and you hear on the other side, "Put it in. Put it in."
I put the box down and I kind of just so that my hand doesn't get caught in the door.
Your hand is greeted by a cold wind, and then the door slides closed, and through a tiny slit that almost looks like a coin could fit through, and a coin does, you see a single gold coin be pushed through. Ding, 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 ding. A tip for you and yours. A small piece of red gold.
Thank you. I'm gonna try not to actually touch it, but I'll pick it up with like I don't know.
Okay.
A glove.
Handkerchief.
Yeah, a
You
handkerchief.
pick up a handkerchief.
Yeah,
Your
Okay.
sleeve of your shirt and just,
yeah, and then I'll put it in the handkerchief and ball it and put it in my pocket.
You feel eyes on you.
Yep, and then I will just walk back.
Okay.
I will but trying very hard not to run.
Oh yeah. You have a lot of deception, so I'm giving it to you.
Power walk.
Just walking
It's
here.
more efficient.
And you also see, so you notice with your Arcana, I'll give you this. You notice there's a warded golem. You now know if you get within 100 feet of the warded golem,
Yeah.
it's able to know you via divination
Yeah.
or some kind of divine
Oh, yeah.
sensing means, not eyes, that it knows where you are. Around after it notices you, it will cast fairy fire on you.
Yeah, I'm taking as many
Right.
mental notes as I can for everybody.
There are two entrances. As you look in, the entrances are well dug, but they're not as deep as the other entrances, right? It only goes a couple rings down.
Oh.
And these ones are actually more well paved.
Oh.
You do notice that these ones actually have tracks on them too, like carts are used to be pushed
Oh.
through the tracks into the mines. There are two entrances, one to the west and one to the south. Well, sorry, they're both on the west, but one's more north and one's more south.
One
They're
goes
far
one goes.
away from each other. Right?
Yeah, but I can
they're
see
dug-
'em?
Yeah, you can see them because the tower is planted literally between them. The tower has four golems, one looking each way,
Yeah.
but the golems only seem to be able to notice if you try to cross from one to the other, right?
Yeah.
But they don't seem to be able to sense if you go up to one or the other. You just have to try to cross from one to the other.
Based on how tall, like the tower itself, is it tall enough that we could see it from the town?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Not from the town because the mines are a few miles south.
Oh, okay. I was
So
thinking.
after a few miles, your vision just disappears. Anyway.
So like the okay. I was thinking, like
Oh, it's not-
Isengard sized tower.
No. This tower is maybe about it's decent. It's maybe 100 feet,
Yeah.
but it's after a mile, 100 feet.
It disappears.
Yeah, it
Okay.
disappears.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. That's good to know. Yeah, and then I will go and go to the bridge where I'm supposed to meet the family, and I will escort them.
Okay. It's a nice human family.
Okay.
They have about 4 kids, a husband, a wife, and a elderly grandpa who has a back problem, who the son is carrying in kind of like a makeshift kind of a backpack. It's like a backpack that holds grandpa. He's carrying him by foot. They do have a wagon, but the wagon only has it's one of those single wheel wagons that you kind of drag behind you.
Oh
Basically a barrel.
yeah.
And the wife that seems to be carrying a lot of their stuff there. And they seem to have, each of them has a wooden plaque on a rope that's held around their necks to denote they're allowed to take the main road.
Oh, it's like the travel pass.
The note through the Silverwood is paved. It is a brick
Oh,
paved road.
interesting.
You take them through. There literally is a single tree made of solid gold
Oh.
It is at the quarter way mark, and carved on the outside of it is a plaque denoting that you are entering or leaving the village of Silverport. It also says, "Don't touch the tree."
Oh, I was just about
And
to.
there's a small shield guardian there warning people not to touch.
I
the tree,
will
'cause
not
It
touch
is a
the
tree made of solid gold. They're like, all right, somebody's gonna try to steal this fucking
Yeah.
thing. So
Take it. Don't touch it.
Look that way.
Dig it up and
So
take the dirt below
you
it.
drop the family off and you start heading back.
Yeah. I'm supposed to hand them over to someone else, right?
The shield guardian is there.
Okay, so that's the person. Yeah.
You're not told to drop them off. You're told to leave them there at their.
That's
somebody
right.
will come later. To
That's
them.
right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. I'll say someone will be along shortly to collect you.
Ah, welcome to Silverwood. How pleasant to see you, sir. Please don't touch the tree.
Oh, okay. I won't.
Ah, you are now entering Silverwood. 2 miles to Silverwood.
Thank you.
Please continue west. Do not veer from the trees.
I will. Thank you. Bye.
Would you like to use your Hy-Vee fuel saver?
Fuck you!
Would you like to use your Silverwood drinking?
That's it. Destroy my cup.
Anyway, yeah.
A drop character toast just kills everybody. No, yeah, I will walk back to town.
Save your grandpa for last.
As I'm walking back, just because, like, oh, I'm just dropping a family off. Okay. What time? And this is still in the afternoon, or is this?
Still in the afternoon. It
Can I
took
kind of do?
Took you about an hour to get to the mine. A half an hour to drop everything off. An hour back. Taking the family hour. Yeah, so it's about afternoon. It's about good 3:30.
Can I just do like a general perception? Because at least I'm just thinking, I was like, oh, it's kind of weird. I just dropped them off, but that was such an important job to do. Just a general perception, or
Such an important job, you paid 20 copper to do it.
yeah, it's like I had to pay to.
Roll me an investigation, right? This is deduction, right?
Okay.
You're trying to do something, not see something.
Oh, good point. That is.
Or I would say insight. Insight would be better for this because
Okay.
you're going off a read on somebody previously through the day. The insight is with disadvantage because you're trying to re-remember, unless you have a eidetic memory, in which case you roll normal.
No. That is an 18 then.
18 on the insight.
Yeah.
Uh,
Ouch.
Yeah.
Poor
Oh,
thing.
darn.
Rolled a 5.
let me roll for Grimshaw.
I rolled a 20 and a 16.
You're basically trying to read
I had to roll a
what
disadvantage.
Grimshaw's intention when
Insight's only
you
plus 2.
drop them off. Let me look at
Investigation's plus
there.
13.
He is a plus
That's
3
what I'm good at.
bonus.
Weird.
I thought you had like a 13 or something.
Okay.
No. I have advantage on perception, which that's what I was hoping for.
Okay.
This works.
Yeah, something weird about how Grimshaw was just having you drop. Like, why would they have you drop? Like, this is a hinterland guard. It just seems weird. It seems like a weird waste of.
Yeah.
He could have been like having you like look for like a key to the latrine, which doesn't have a key, right?
Yeah, and it's
There's
weird that
something
I leave them there and I don't have to like confirm someone's coming to get
It's just
them.
weird because you don't see any hinterland guards right now.
Mm,
Like
yeah.
normally, like you heard they patrol all the time. You haven't seen a single guard yet today.
Oh, weird.
Very weird.
Huh. Oh well, better get back.
Okay. It does seem odd to you. It's malevolent. Or to you, normal.
I was gonna say, as Norhagen, it makes perfect sense. Get paid, drop them off, leave the blighters alone. As Bernard, this is weird.
There's like something you're missing. There's like a weird con there. Okay, so your
You're
character
embodying this
is.
character.
I need you to roll me a stealth check,
Absorb one personality.
a survival check with disadvantage, and then a athletics check. Right? As you're trying to follow a wolf in the woods.
So it'll be a 10 for stealth, 14 for survival, and then athletics, an 8.
Okay. This is what happens. You lose track of the wolf, but you continue. Do you continue to pursue, or do you come back?
I would.
You lose track of them, but you think you might be able to gain. You might be able to find them again.
I'm gonna keep trying.
Keep trying. Okay. You keep trying. Eventually, you got lost for about a good half an hour. Eventually, you steer back and you find the tracks again, and you're able to continue to track. Eventually, the tracks take you, and you have to follow them slow, right? Because are you proficient with survival or not?
I am.
Okay, so you're able to find the tracks, right? But this wolf doesn't travel normally, right? Because it's obviously a werewolf, a man. So it'll change up every once in a while. It's in the trees, right? And then it'll go back and it's in the ground again. So it's very rough to track this thing. Eventually, you do find the tracks again several times, and by about 6 o'clock, you finally get to where it is you want to be. You are at a golden tree, and you find splotches of blood everywhere.
Okay.
You find a few. Roll me an investigation check. Depending on that is like what you find. I'll give it to you. You find remnants of blood on the grass. 19. You find blood on the grass. You find a couple claw marks that look like they've been covered up in the grass. You find a couple remnants of clothes, but not all of the clothes, right? Like remnants as if they have been torn, and you're able to gather up blood, remnants of clothes, and a small doll, but only part of the doll, like the arm, like it's been torn open, and this is like half the face of the doll. And there's a little bit of blood on it. The remnants of, and this is fresh, somebody's been killed here recently. And then you see drag marks briefly, and then you occasionally see blood at the top of a tree, as if something strong and big has carried off some bodies.
Okay.
But because there are a lot of bodies leak, you're able to easily follow those back to town.
Follow the drag and the blood back to town?
Yeah, back to town. Like, somebody has killed some people, picked up some bodies, and has dragged them back to town. But it's weird, like, occasionally the blood's in the tree, like, it's very hard to follow. And it looks, there's a storm cloud rolling in. Soon this blood's going to be all washed away.
I want to pick up the doll.
Okay.
Or a piece of doll.
Okay. Pick up a piece of doll.
Because do I know that this is the family that...
It's a strong association. The girl had the doll tucked away, and she kind of wore it like a necklace almost.
Okay.
It was in a kind of like a... Her grandfather was in like a baby Bjorn on the guy's back, and so was the doll. And she was mimicking her father. It was very cute, and now it's quite horrifying.
Sure. Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm going to take the piece of the doll.
Okay, you have a piece of the doll. Okay, so with that piece of the doll, you're able to eventually, I assume, you go back to town?
Yeah, follow the
Okay.
blood and drag marks back.
Blood and the drag marks back to town.
I assume this leads into what I'm about to find out at the end of the day.
Because you rolled so fucking good, and you were willing to stay there for the rest of the night. You see a large bearded man wearing fairly new clothes walk into the coinery. No one else is here at this time. He has he kind of shoos everyone else off. He kind of looks around, obviously not seeing your arcane eye at this time. He takes a portable hole, opens it, and starts. He goes over to those waterproofed crates and starts putting bodies in it. 8 bodies in specific.
Dump them out of his portable hole.
Yeah, just literally starts grabbing these bodies, which are clawed up and half gnarled, and just kind of with gloves on, and he just grabs them and he just starts putting them in individual boxes. Specifically, he puts 8 bodies in 6 boxes. Each of them he kind of crates up. The boxes seem to be watertight.
Some of the bodies are smaller than others.
Yeah, that's fair.
He seems to stack them all on a large cart, and that cart is attached to a track. He starts pushing, which heads towards the mines. He kind of starts. Gets them all on there, and the rest of the party will greet him at the tracks.
Flying eyes.
The flying eyes. Specifically, one in specific. No, he wouldn't meet him there yet. He'd meet them at the thing. Yeah, all the flying eyes are with the cart. And give me an insight check.
Ugh. My foresight is still going?
Yeah.
Okay. 19.
19. You think the bard and the bard named Waffles and the warrior, the human warrior with the big beard and the portable hold named Grimshaw know what's going down with what's in the crates. You're pretty certain Velvet has no idea about it, and that maybe either Balthazar and Basher know what's going on. Maybe, or they might be aware there's something in the crates. What's in the crates, maybe not how he came across it. But you could tell these are fresh goods. Fresh goods. He even licked his fingers. Which, I mean, why wouldn't you? It's warm mammal blood. I mean,
Yeah.
it's
But,
great. But, yeah.
At least not.
and it takes it,
not.
further into the mines, and I lose sight of them effectively at that point or something?
Do you try to have your eye follow them towards the mines?
Has anyone shared their golem information thus far with here?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you guys are all psychically connected.
Okay, just-
Well, oh, sorry, you three are psychically. You, sir, are not.
Smoot's telling us
Smoot's
that
also-
setup
yeah.
has been marvelous,
Yeah,
but
no, I probably would have mentioned once I found out that Grimshaw was a werewolf. That
Feel free to talk at this point because you guys are free at this point.
Did you say a werewolf?
might be a werewolf, might just have a mask, maybe Scooby-Doo this shit.
might be a wirewolf.
Or a win.
One of the members of the Flying Eye is a werewolf. I believe that he has murdered a family that Toast was escorting out of town. Pretty gruesomely.
Yes, he appears to have stuffed them into some boxes. He's been carting them off towards the mine.
Are we sure Toast didn't kill them? You know he has a bloodlust.
It's a fair point.
Yes, Toast would have told us all about it and been bragging. So, should I follow them into the mines?
You can certainly try. They do have those golems by the tower specifically that can detect, see invisible things. So be wary of any that may or may not still be. Would there be golems clearing the tunnels at this time of the day, or would they?
The golems.
I guess it's the end of the day, or is it still?
It was 6 when I found the bodies.
Yeah.
Okay, so closer to work's basically done for the day.
So the golems basically start clearing the mines after they will have already left. So they're going to go in during a time. By the time they leave, the golems will have finished their work. There is a brief gap, though. That is when, not when there'll be less miners around, but that is when between once they get there with the bodies and they start pushing them through, is when the guard change happens. So there is a gap. You could possibly pursue them through into the mines if you wanted to risk being in the mines when they're in the mines, which is a thing. You could do that. They enter through the southern western end. The northern western end at that time is the most free. But you would have to contend with instead the Minotaurs, dealing with them. To note for this adventure part, there is an alarm mechanic where this will get more difficult as you start to be discovered and gain alarm points. And I have certain things at certain levels that happen once you've gained alarm points at that level.
So if his arcane eye were discovered or dispelled, that might raise
That would
the alarm.
raise some alarm. So
I'm
far,
not
no
gonna
alarm has
chase
been
it for
raised.
now.
Okay.
If
Got
the
enough
golems
information
see
to work
you,
with.
the guards suspect you, that kind of stuff.
Start. She's a tiefling, right?
Yes. Grimshot is being cagey around her specifically, not letting her know what's happening.
So once we meet up with Toast again, we'll see how his introduction to the Flying Eye went.
What's the fire
That
genasi name,
tiefling
by the
woman
way, just so I
doesn't
have
know
the
what's
whole
happening.
option here.
Velvet.
Sorry.
Oh, sorry, the fire genasi.
The fire genasi is Tinder.
Tinder. Haha.
Oh,
The dwarven barbarian name is Basher Rockhammer. The warlock's name is Balthazar. Balthazar, thank you. Yeah. And Waffles is the bard.
Yes. I went ahead and drew our people cards.
I love him.
pretzel, bats, and stickers.
Say, put a fresh eye out at the entrance they went in. I'm heading home. It's not really concentration. I can still see. I just get the information. So have one more hour basically to just keep an eye out near there and see when they come out. Kind of thing.
You're watching from what, a distance? then?
I mean,
Or are you going to try to get a better look?
my eyes more just around the entrance, not much further than where they when they started, because they started going to the mine, right? With
They're starting to go to the mine, yeah.
Right.
You do know that there's a guy with a gem of seeing, which can see invisible, and there is a golem that has a sensor on it near the entrances,
okay,
where they're going.
far enough away that I'm staying away from the golem. Hopefully that leads into staying far enough away from the dude with the gem.
Okay.
Because the eye itself can only see like 30 feet away from it, so it's more of a if it passes through here.
So your eye would probably be good for just telling when they've gone and when they've come back.
Yes. Yes, that's all I really want to know and what I'm looking for.
Okay. So I'll let you know when they've come back. I'll give you the time on that. So
If it's within an hour. If not, then my eye went away and, well,
Okay.
that gives me information there also.
Yeah. Roll me a luck check, a D100.
Well, that's going to tonight.
Low is really bad. High is pretty decent.
86.
Oh,
86.
too bad.
They will be in the mine
That's
for
too high.
exactly
It's bad again.
1 hour.
Oh.
So they go in there. They go into the mine. They're gone for about a half an hour, and then they're gone for about 45 minutes, and then they come back.
Good news is I have learned that I'm not the only one who understands portable holes for storing corpses that you're trying to hide for a minute. That werewolf fellow
I don't think that's what they're for.
also was using it for that. Tell you what, bring it up with the furry one.
Hey,
Huh?
So,
I don't know his name.
what scene am I running next? Am I doing the nighttime scene with your initiation?
Guess so? Yeah? Yes.
Well, you get initiative. We're just all back and like, where the hell is Toast at?
So you guys are all back, and Toast has never returned.
I don't think he was one of the bodies that I saw get pulled out.
So, your character, it is much later at night. It's around, this would take place around 11 o'clock at night. Would you guys want to have a scene before then? Obviously, Toast is free before then to have met. You guys want to have a pre-scene.
If we have a pre-scene beforehand, then yes.
Okay, go ahead. You guys have plenty of time to pre-scene.
If Toast would return to our little camp
If
area.
I went back and then they told me, hey, come back at a certain time, yeah, I would be like, oh, I gotta tell people what I just saw.
Okay, yeah, go for it. Everyone discuss and come up with whatever plan you have.
So, Toast, are you a member of the Flying Eyes now?
Not yet, I'm afraid. I think there's an initiation this evening. They had me run 2 quick errands, and then I blah the tower. Oh, thank God! Anyway, so I took a valley well job. I had to take this box to a tower.
Glasses on hand in the future.
You know, took this box to a tower. Some chap took it inside, gave me a valley red coat. Wait a second. Yes, gave me this, and I unwrap it. I'm like, what that? Was it a red gold coin?
Yes.
Doctor man.
Oh yeah.
Once we.
What that?
It's one of the Kenku gold.
Oh boy.
I suggest not having that on you if you die.
Oh. All right.
Remember that corpse tower when we saw the Orcuses
You know
like
Scarlet
less than
had
a
one of
week
these.
ago?
When she died.
Did she?
Yeah, she did.
Didn't matter because her soul got sucked.
That's
in the
true.
floor.
Right.
Wait a minute. Anyway,
The bigger fish got it.
well, you take
That
it.
big tower of flesh by the Orcuses.
Yes. I don't
Yeah.
want this then. You
This
take
is
it.
how you become a member of that.
Take it. Someone else take it. I
It
don't.
wasn't our tip, and won't they be
It's
suspicious?
awkwardly sticking to your head. Imagine because you're really sweaty and you're just like.
It's sticking through the handkerchief. I'll try to.
It's caught on a piece of the linen.
In all honesty, Toast, I don't think you and I need to worry about that.
Falls to the ground.
Probably not. I don't. Yes. And then. Oh, by the way, about the tower, blah 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 blah, golems and all this. And then I escorted this family from one side of the town to this tree made of gold you're not supposed to touch. Although now I really want to touch it.
By the way, was
And
Grimshaw,
I go blah 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 about the family, old guy, blah blah blah. I had to just leave them there, which was kind of weird.
was Grimshaw furry like the whole time after, or did he
Hey,
change
furries
back to
can
human
be-
when he came back? To,
They
like,
can
the
choose
cornery
when to
and-
not
Yeah,
be
he
furry.
turned back human. So far, you think no one knows he's a werewolf.
Okay,
Furries are people.
so I'm not
You
sure
need
I
to
saw the werewolf
respect.
part then either. in
You
that
did
case.
not. You saw him.
Okay.
You
I
saw
just
him
told you
lick
that.
his
Okay.
fingers like, and he just like he liked tasting the blood.
And so anyway, I have to then head back for initiation.
That family, I believe,
Yeah.
are dead. And I'll pull out the doll piece, and I'll say, "Does this look familiar? Did one of them?"
You get a flashback of memory of like she looked at you like, oh, now you're my uncle, honorary uncle.
Oh no.
Toast, did you kill again?
Now Toast is gonna replay. It's like, I was walked. Did anything? I was walked with them. Then I left another tree. I didn't touch the tree. I wanted to, but I didn't. And then I walked back. Did I black out at any point? Do I remember blacking out? I don't remember
I don't
blacking
think
out.
Toast killed them, but did Toast kill them? How many toasts are there?
I checked the whole loaf. No, I don't think I killed them.
I believe it was
Was there 8 of them?
Grimshaw. Well, there were no bodies; there were just pieces.
Your family, was there 8 of them?
Yeah, yes.
4 children, 2 parents,
And an old guy.
the old guy,
Yes.
and oh, sorry. So there's 5 children,
Yeah.
2 parents, and
Oh yes, yeah.
And you delivered a box? They called you Box Boy? Is that what I...
Yes. Yes, I would have, yes. Yes, they said usually a child takes it but doesn't come back. And yeah, I put the box in the door, and the coin came out, and there it is on the ground.
Smooth will toss a blanket on it.
Don't look at it. Yes, and there's
Boom, love a toast.
the golems and the fairy fire and the bridge and the people and the golden tree you're not supposed to touch. No, I really want to touch it.
Well,
And that's all that happened, yes. And then they told me initiation is this evening. So I will become a member of the Flying Eye. Oh, I had to pay them for some reason, too.
wow, that's the worst
Although I-
internship I've ever heard of.
Well, I don't
I'm
think it...
evil, but that's evil.
Well, it was odd because it wasn't a tip. So I wasn't tipping them, and I wasn't paying for anything, so I don't know why I gave them money.
Who gave you money? Was it the Waffle... Or who had you pay them? Was it that Waffles fellow?
No, it was the big tall one with the beard.
By the way, he's a werewolf.
Oh, well, takes all sorts to make a world.
It's true. Just want to let you know.
We accept
Tall
all
one
kinds
with
in the
the
Nostromo,
beard.
sir. I just forget every time.
I'm not sure if it was the same box that you took or not, but boxes like that, those people, like that family you took, get murdered.
Oh.
get put into a portable hole,
Wow.
stuffed into boxes, and some of the boxes I saw went to the west end of the mine.
Well, there was a big
The southern
tower.
entrance.
That's where I went to drop off the box. It was a couple miles away from town. They said Mr. Dead Howling Wind would be there. Didn't see anyone.
I will say,
Yes.
some of them seemed up for it, but the tiefling lady, I don't think she had any idea what was going on with those boxes or what they were up to.
Oh, you mean Velvet?
Sure. I didn't introduce myself.
She's one of my comrades. Or soon to be.
Which I guess raises a question of whether Radaro, the goldsmith family member, is also aware of what's happening with her little adventuring party or not.
Where was that family from, man?
No idea.
Like, was it,
Didn't even ask.
weren't even refugee, nothing, just...
I wasn't told to, so I just met with them, said, I'm here to escort you. I walked over them. Walked them over the bridge to the golden tree that I wasn't supposed to touch, and that's about it.
And did you touch the tree?
I wanted to, but I wasn't supposed to, so I didn't.
And the golden tree is where you found the bodies.
Was the
not
guard
bodies.
there when I was there?
The guard was not there, oddly enough.
I left him with a guard.
You
Who told me?
didn't notice the shield guardian.
Number of corpses don't line up, so the guard's not dead. So paid off to leave?
Shield guardian's an actual construct. If that makes sense.
Oh.
Okay, not a.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Okay, so literal, NPC, yeah.
It's a wooden construct made of wood and metal.
Oh,
They're called shield guardians. They're actually a thing you can. They're technically a magic item too.
Neat.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was Grimshaw's guardian. This wind-up toy. that he keeps
Ooh.
there.
Sorry,
Maybe.
I didn't describe that well.
no, you're fine.
That's
Fine,
right.
fine.
I just pictured an elf in armor.
Got it, too.
Yeah, that's all that happened to me.
Well, you should definitely try to...
Join the Flying Eye.
Sounds like you're doing that already.
That sounds like
Try to turn Velvet to your cause.
Oh.
Try to
Oh.
convince her of the evils that her group is causing.
me to convince her.
Yes.
It also appears to be some tension between Grimshaw and what's the dwarf's name?
Waffles.
Waffles?
No, the
Basher.
Bard is Waffles.
No, Bart, that's right. Halflings waffles.
Bash.
Yes.
They were
Basher.
before I started following Grimshaw out of the forest. They were having.
You didn't follow me?
I mean, in a roundabout way, sure.
Followed you so quick, you got here sooner.
I'm not important enough to. I don't care. That's fine.
You're very...
I'm just Norhagen Toast, best sailor in the universe. That's fine.
Let's back on.
No,
Before I get a story.
that's
about
what happens.
We can't all be perfect.
Once we get on a roll, oh Don.
We can't all be Norhagen.
He is the greatest sailor in the universe, you know.
Well,
So, there are windows of opportunity with the guard shifts at the mine, so we could potentially sneak in without being detected.
those golems, though.
Yes. And also minotaurs, apparently.
Minotaurs.
Yes, that have occupied a part of the mine with some sort of armistice agreement to, not attack the humans and vice versa. So, they're not
About the animals.
very good. So they seem to be preoccupied with their own business. I'm not entirely sure if they're involved in this operation as well or not.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, keep
not a good sign.
drawing some stuff out.
Yeah, he's just practicing his drawings.
That's excellent. So you still want me to proceed with the
Absolutely.
flying eye?
Someone who has a way in would be fantastic. Hopefully they don't continue to charge you too much.
Where are they meeting you at?
I will tell you the place that I'm meeting them at is the place that I'm supposed to meet them at the time, because that's the place I was told, because I have temporarily forgotten the name
Pretty sure
of
it's
the
the
place.
tavern again.
What?
Pretty sure it's the
Yeah,
tavern.
the name of the tavern. Insert name of tavern.
Hall, something.
Well, if it's not
The Slumbering
closed,
Hall.
I think I'm feeling quite thirsty.
I have to be at the Slumbering Hall soon.
Yeah.
Oh no, what was it? The tavern, they own the third floor,
Yeah,
basically?
they own the third floor of the tavern. They own that. Or rent it out.
Yes. And
I have to be there.
see if Radara shows up as well, so we can get a fix on if, she seems to gravitate more towards Grimshaw or Velvet or any of the other members of this party.
That's the one you want me to seduce.
No, Velvet.
Velvet.
I don't care.
Whatever it is. Your methods are irrelevant. The results are what we're looking for.
Whoa. Why can't we do that more often? Just do the thing. I don't care how you do it.
Sure, we're already sort of related through your nephew. Go ahead, get together with my
Who?
future aunt-in-law, Thomas, because he's descended from Maladek, who's distantly related to my side of Elven.
Yeah, quite
I've never heard of this Thomas kid. No idea.
We're gonna fix that one day.
I don't think so.
Yeah, me neither.
That's just to kind of draw out like.
Ooh.
Meaning,
Okay, yeah.
so you got the golem and the guards are by the southern one. The northern one just has the guard captain with the seeing eyepiece, but he's only there at certain times. At night, he is taking to drink at the tavern.
And to get from the northwest, from in there, is that the entrance to Kadic went in, or did he go on the south?
I was on the eastern. I wasn't on these.
No. All the other mine entrances are off to the side. So imagine
yeah.
like 5 other swirls off to the left side.
So I was able to observe, but not actually get up close.
Yeah. And those ones do not go into the other side. The only way to get into those would be to actually have to go in through the entrances, unless you have a way to like swim through the earth.
Aha. Or shape stone, if it were.
Because we're looking
Very,
at the
very
map
slowly.
this way. Yeah, I know.
If
Don't
it was
question
100
it.
feet down.
I'll learn not to.
I'm going to follow him
No,
When he
now
goes-
he's.
to the initiation,
Okay.
and I'm actually going to get on the roof of the building
Okay.
so I can listen to what's going on, and if need be,
Okay. Keeping your same roles as before. You sneak onto the roof to listen. Now this is it's the third story, so on the third story is where their private area is. What are you guys doing during this time?
Chilling, hanging out, having.
Well,
dinner.
having a drink at a tavern, sneakily trying to listen in from the inside of the building somewhere.
Well, it'd be impossible to be able to listen because they are 2 more stories up.
Yeah,
Right?
you
What's
do
in the other 2 floors?
No, that's the first floor. Then there's like guest rooms, and then there's this private floor that they've rented out.
I would probably.
I have a strong
relay.
desire to rent a room.
You rent a room.
You still got some of that paint left?
So your
Damn
character
straight.
is renting a room, trying to listen above. Roll me a sleight of hand check.
I'm
Try to
going.
find just the right spot to be able to listen in at it.
Okay.
Just to kind of like, where would I go into to kind of sneak thief listen to?
I'll assume foresight is worn off by now.
Yeah,
8
it's
hours.
night, so if you cast in the morning.
Yeah, your foresight
Oh,
told you
no.
that.
That's unfortunate.
Oh man, this
What
will-
is
this will run out.
what is Decadic doing during this time? You do see the guard captain walk in, and he is going to begin his drinking rounds for the day.
I've gotten a 16.
16. That's not terrible.
Nat 1, baby.
I will.
Good for
I'll give you. I'll let you know when you hear parts, because I will do. I will do this every time you hear a part. I'm going to do this, so you're going to catch
I like it.
pieces of the conversation.
Peace.
Or anytime I say that they scream aloud, you'll catch it.
Boy! I will.
Yeah.
I was gonna say he's not like using the guard captain. He's not
No.
using the piece right
He only
now.
uses it when he's working. If not, he just keeps it stowed away on his person while he's drinking and gambling.
All right, then
Probably should have Smoot stay behind.
probably.
Want
Smoot
tent.
will drink.
You want him with you?
He'll just drink. I mean,
In the tent or in the tavern?
Spook will
Yes.
drink the captain under the table.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Smoot will get drunk and he's going to go get rid of that coin. There you go.
There you go.
Yeah.
You guys don't want it.
And I'll cast invisibility
Stick
on
to his hand.
myself,
Okay.
and then go into the tavern and stick close to the captain and wait to see like if he gets himself like really drunk, tipsy, so that I can pilfer that stone.
Oh,
off
the
of him.
guard captain, not you, captain.
Decadic is currently doing what he wished he could do at every party in the
I
past.
just realized
Turn
the
invisible.
captain can't
Yes.
get drunk. He's immune to poisoning.
You know I can see you, right, Decadic? Get out of my packet.
What's that snake guy doing? I don't know. He's talking to himself.
So,
And he's not drunk yet.
you, on the other hand, can hear, especially since you have the observant feat.
Ooh.
Your base passive is 20. So,
Whatever.
While this is going on, also, if stuff sounds like it's getting important, I'm going to ask Stanley what he hears. I'll acknowledge his presence, so let's just see how this turns out.
buddy. I'll do that for you.
Please, I do not want to make Stanley.
Disney Plus subscription.
Stanley has 3 abilities. Well, he has 4. He has I can do it. He can use his action to give you a D4 on your next roll. He can do this one 3 times a day as a bonus action. Let me help. Gives one character advantage on their next roll. He has an ability he can use 3 times a day as an action called Hey Listen. He can give you
sounds
proficiency with a weapon, skill, or tool for 10 minutes as he helps you.
Wow.
And he has an ability he can do once a day called Let Me Tell You a Story, where he casts legend lore.
Wow.
So your imaginary people are helpful. My imaginary people just listen to me and send flowers to haunt me. Oh, God. Stand by, take blame. In 3,
Good now?
2,
Oh wait, no, is it this one?
1. You did it!
Whenever one goes into this moment.
Me?
Yeah.
Couldn't be.
Then who?
Swear, I've used plugins before. There we go.
Decadic.
Okay.
Nah!
Decadic
That's
stole
impossible.
cookies.
So let me know. I will say this: if you have a future skill challenge tonight, you can use "Let Me Help" or "Hey Listen" without too
Neat.
much issue, and you can always call upon "Let Me Tell You a Story."
That's a Norhagen
That's
ability, so let's not use that.
He's your imaginary friend. He can
How dare
help
you?
you.
Yes, he's your drop
he
dead
gets
friend.
helpful. I get paranoia. The flowers are listening.
So, who
To
do we
be
want
fair,
to
you
start with?
started
Let's
with
start
that.
with the initiation, then I'll flip back between you and Decadic. That sound fine? So we'll start off with you throughout the night, while Decadic is creeping on a guy getting drunk.
I see nothing wrong with this.
Standard.
So you get in.
Takes all sorts.
Everyone is here, including a Kenku man in dark robes who has molting feathers and a single red ruby eye. Is kind of sitting.
I've never seen him before.
Sitting there. Grimshaw is drinking heavily at one end, and Basher is eating another block of cheese,
gonna be
working
blocked
his
up
way to getting
forever.
gout one of these days.
I mean, if he can even go to the bathroom, God, that's gonna plug him up.
Drink a bunch of apple juice, bro. It wins.
It wins.
Or coffee.
There's
Tinder
no experience
and,
involved in this conversation.
Velvet are both making out on a couch.
Who is?
Tinder and Velvet.
Oh
The
my.
Genasi lady and the teeth.
No, I'll draw that later.
Nice.
Waffles is just playing music, and then
Strobo.
Balthazar is reading an ancient tome, a black tome that kind of has these shadowy smoke that kind of comes
Ooh.
off the pages. His warlock tome.
A warlock tome, you said. I mean, that's cool.
So that's kind of the scene. As you they all kind of stop what they're doing, kind of look at you as they go in, and they're like, "Oh, the new guy."
Hello, I'm the new chap.
Grimshaw goes up to you and says, "You've done pretty goddamn well for yourself today.
Thank you.
I gotta say, you delivered the package. You did a good job. You did not bother our leader Icarus over there.
Nope.
It's the Kenku. Don't look him in his eye. He
I
doesn't
will
like
not.
it. Generally, just stare at his feet. Don't stare at the foot that's skeletal, though. There you go. You did a good job. I personally talked to the family,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
And they appreciated your hard work, right? And you know what? The kids, they say hello.
Oh, that's
There you
very nice of them.
Later on tomorrow,
Just
I'm gonna-
screaming in my head.
don't worry. Later on tomorrow, we'll see if we can arrange a visit for you sometime.
Oh, that'd be most
A little
lovely.
reunion.
If it's no bother, that's fine. That'd be
Not
nice.
at all. I'd be happy to arrange it myself.
Oh, thank you.
Somehow that scream gets through the mental block.
So you play cards?
I was on mute. Yeah, I'm not great, but yeah, I do like to play
Oh,
cards.
good. Yeah, we can play cards. Hey, Velvet Tinder. Just get your throats out of each other's throats. Or tongues out of your throats. I don't know. I suck at anatomy. Sorry.
I've never met it.
He's Carthalian. Or not Carthalian.
Brilliant.
Brilliant. Well, get your tongues out of each other's throats. We're all going to go play some cards. Let's play a little strip poker, right? That should be fun, right? A little truth and dare and strip poker, huh?
Can I cast disguise on myself so I hide my tattoo?
You'd have to cast it while everyone's looking at you.
Shit. All right.
Unless you have a
forget-
way to do a silent spell or a still spell.
No, I do.
Subtle spell.
Use the latrine very quickly.
Well, all right, come on. No time to go to the pisser. We're going to fill up.
Oh.
During this whole time, you are playing cards. You will be playing cards against them. They are trying to get you to drink. Your insight is good enough. Grimshaw is trying to get you very drunk.
Oh boy.
So if you lose these cards a game, you're going to have to start making Constitution saving throws against being drunk. You have the intoxicating condition. So
Okay.
he is trying to get you drunk.
Gotcha.
You're trying not to get drunk.
Yeah.
You're the only one that has to drink when you lose. Everyone else has to take off a piece of clothing.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
So strip
Or
poker for
tell
them.
a story. For them, not
Oh.
you. You have to drink.
You don't get to talk.
And specifically, Woofles is the one that's providing your drinks.
Oh,
These drinks are extra potent. They are a much higher Constitution saving throw than you're used to.
Oh, Jesus.
They might possibly be roofied.
Oh, that's nice.
Rufino.
So mechanically, that's what's going on.
Rohit.
So every once in a while, we'll play we'll roll and we'll play a game of cards.
Yeah.
Right? Do you have proficiency in playing cards?
Those are those under tools? Then
Yes.
no. Nope, I don't.
You do not. Okay. And you are just
Get me on a
rolling-
vehicle for water, though.
You're just rolling a charisma check and a intelligence checks.
Okay.
So we'll make some checks later on as we go.
Cool.
So
I don't think Toast
while
has to
that's
spell
happening,
cookies.
shifting back,
I don't want to listen to this anymore.
you were able to catch pieces of it.
Dick.
You were able to hear the laughing, and you were able to hear, let's play some cards. Decadic's turn.
Yes.
Decadic, what are you doing during this time? What are you doing to try to further the pilfering of this gem?
Kitty.
Let's see. We got that.
He also has a ring of keys on him as well. Those are much harder to get at.
Yeah. I'm more concerned about getting his gem away from him.
Okay. So what's your plan? He's drinking, he's gambling, he's hitting on other elven women and not doing a great job.
Hmm.
If you want, I can give you more time and go back to him. What do you think about what you're...
Yeah. Let me look at my
Okay,
stuff.
well, you come up with a heist plan. He is a womanizer, a drunk, a gambler, and it's only getting worse throughout the night, and he's getting turned down by every lady in the place. Okay.
Hello.
Rutherford. Okay.
Yeah, it's fair. It's fair. Rutherford the elf. All right. Can I have a A&W loop here?
Yes.
Thank you.
Feel free to grab me if you want. I don't know how much you want to do up there.
Good luck.
Okay. All right. We're
Anyone
about to
else?
play some cards.
No, but thank you.
Well, first one, we are going to have 6 rounds of cards.
Easy beats.
So I'll do 3 and then I'll come back to you. Does that sound fine?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
I see what. Yeah.
Okay. So first, and let me know if anyone interjects with anything. Oh, maybe. You...
It won't matter. Never mind.
Just take it.
Because I can't talk to him.
Oh right, yeah, you can't talk to him.
I was like, I can help him cheat, but I can't talk to him.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Hey, if I take that ring off, I can't remember what happens, but it's bad. I genuinely don't remember.
Good thing you're not playing the strip version.
I think it's what is it? It's like someone comes after me. Anyway, I can't
One way
take it
to
off.
solve your problem.
What?
Something shows up and murders everything, right?
Think of the banner
Have
snatch.
you considered summoning 1,000 goblins?
Anyway.
It wouldn't fit. Anyway, yes.
Okay. So this is a game of cards. This is a game of intelligence.
Ooh.
A game of deception.
Okay.
And a game of proficiency.
Oh, okay.
Since you do not have proficiency in playing cards,
No, I don't.
the only thing you're going to be able to roll proficiency is your deception check.
Yes.
Okay. So let's say this first round is against Velvet. Velvet seems to be having the winning hand.
Yeah.
So far, possibly, as you play this game of poker. So I'm going to need an insight check.
Okay.
I am going to need a bluff check.
So deception.
And actually, you know what? I'll let you pick the 3 skills you think will work. I will not let you use the same skills twice in a row.
Gotcha. Let's go ahead and do.
One of them has to be an ability, and you have to make it germane. One of them has to be a skill, and you have to make it germane. And the other one is going to be a luck check on a d20.
Okay. So let's see. An ability then. Charisma.
Okay. Charisma to what?
To make myself look like, hey, you don't really want to, screw me over this turn, do you?
Okay, so you're using charisma for that. What skill are you using?
Let's go ahead and use. I'm trying to read someone, so would that be
Insight.
insight? Okay, yeah. So insight.
Okay. So, all right. Go ahead and make your charisma check.
And that's where I add the modifier, not the saving throw,
Yes.
right? Oh boy. 15.
21.
Shit.
Okay. It's 1 mark against you.
And now insight.
Insight versus her deception.
21.
You beat her there. So 1 you, 1 her.
Ooh, nice.
And the next one is a luck check. This is just me and you rolling a d20 and see who rolls the highest.
Okay.
I rolled a 17.
3.
She distracts you with her boobs.
Oh!
And you end up just slipping up, and you end up having to take a drink. Please make me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Constitution saving throw. 18.
18.
Yeah.
Okay, 18. That's where the DC starts. So, there you go.
So 18.
You make it on the first
Excellent.
one. You are not currently intoxicated.
I'll mark it off. Success.
All right. Let me know when you guys want to interject, or when you're ready to jump in with your plans. Next one is against Waffles. He's playing his lute the entire time, and his cards are just dancing around his fingers as he is. He's be very proficient at gambling. Every once in a while, you think he might have another deck of cards with him. He might possibly be cheating. Okay.
Halfling bard? Never.
One of these has to be an investigation check. One of these has to be a perception check to catch him.
Sweet.
Done.
Done. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll perception.
Yep. And then pick an ability that you want to roll.
I would like to do dexterity, but I'm not sure what I would do.
To make the cards dance around.
Yeah, like
Like a slide-
I'll be like just messing with my cards to kind of like distract him.
Okay. Make your dexterity check. I'm gonna do mine.
28.
Yeah, that's a win for you.
Good.
His deception versus your perception.
Perception.
Mm-hmm.
Now I get to roll that with advantage. Is there any reason why I wouldn't be able to?
Is it only when you're wielding your shield?
No, I just have it all the time.
To what?
My perception.
Yeah, you get that from your shield, right? That you're attuned to, right?
Oh, I do?
Yeah.
Yes, you're right. Oh,
But
you're
you'll be
right.
wielding your shield to have the advantage.
So I'm not. So I'll just roll normal,
Yeah.
right? Cool. Well, it's actually my brooch of shielding. Oh, sentinel shield. I'm sorry, I misread
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
My bad. You're right.
You have like a shield with an eye on it, right?
That's right. Yeah. So I'll just roll normally. That is a 19.
Ah. 16 plus 4.
So 1 again.
And then the luck check.
Oh, goody.
And we'll also give you how many you lose will affect the DC as well.
A 3 again.
Wow.
Okay, make me a Constitution saving throw. This
I'm
one
not
is
using that dice.
fairly
again.
high.
I'll use this
It
dice.
starts at an 18, so it's only increased from there.
Constitution?
Yeah.
20. Dirty.
Okay, it's failure.
Oh.
It goes up by 2 each time.
Okay, so
You failed 3 of them, so that's at 6.
that's fail.
Okay,
I've had 1 failure then?
1 failure so far.
1 failure, 1 success. Okay.
Okay,
Alright, so.
interjecting. Okay,
Yeah, I'll use, just
Balthazar is next. By the way.
Gotcha.
Still hanging out by the-
to think about.
Captain. I'll use my telepathic ability just to read his service thoughts, like. Looking specifically to see, like, what might frustrate him. Like, what would. Like, is there anything that's, like, gnawing at him? at
We'll
the
be
moment?
an insight check, right? To catch stuff.
Heal. That's an 8.
That's an 8. I'm only going to give you his base service thoughts. He seems to have a ex-wife. He does not like her. And he thinks of her as an ex, but she's not an ex yet. She's divorcing him, and she's leaving him for an old, miserly human named Balthazar. He seems really horny, so he's having horny thoughts, and he's kind of drunk. And you start getting like weird, like he thinks terrible thoughts about anybody who's young and attractive, and he hates non-elves. A lot of really racist thoughts, something about making Varissia great again, that kind of stuff.
God.
Okay, so
Too familiar.
here's what I wanted to do. I have time stop prepared for the day. I want to wait until as he's drinking. I want to wait until a patron passes him who he doesn't like non-elves, right? Like,
Yeah.
wait until like a human, a younger male human maybe, like passes by him, and then cast time stop to grab the gem from him and give the patron a little shove so that he like gets knocked into the captain. So when time resumes, he thinks this guy just jumped him and is like, "Hey, fuck you!" and causes a ruckus. And if he notices his gem's missing, he thinks, "Oh, that son of a bitch must have took it." That's my plan
sounds
that I
like
want to
you.
try to go for.
I like that plan.
Sounds like you.
There is one human in here. That human is nowhere near him, though. You have to find a way, engineer for the human to cross his path. So while you're thinking about that, I'm going
Hello.
to go back to Balthazar. So I'm going to give you time to think about how you're going to engineer that plan.
Is there no one else in the tavern below?
On the second floor?
First floor.
Oh, first floor, tons of people. Tons of
okay.
people drinking. There's only like one human, though, because this is an elven town, deep in elven territory.
Okay.
A human being here is rare, right? So, I'll give you, there's mostly humans and there's like a single gnome. Right?
Mostly elves.
A gnome and woman. Yeah, it's all elves.
Okay.
This is an elven town deep in elven territory. Balthazar.
Yep.
Balthazar has his book in front of him, and he seems to be constantly reading it as he's looking at you, as if he's reading the future in the book, trying to read your hand by divining. Tell me, dark tombs, what hand does this little boy have? Well, this tall guy who is going to owe me money.
Okay.
Really, he says, Bella Swan asked Edward Poland, "How long have you been 17 years old?"
Let's go ahead and do. Tried dexterity. I tried that. What would I do? Wisdom.
Wisdom is perception and insight.
So let's go ahead and do wisdom. just to like, is he really reading the future? Intimidation for the skill.
Okay.
I'm like, hey, if you are reading the future, stop it.
Okay.
And then, the luck.
The luck check's the luck check.
I'm gonna use luck for that one.
You can't use that twice in a row, sir.
It's a +0. So,
Okay.
wisdom first.
Yeah, make your wisdom check.
16. I can't see.
It's a natural 20.
Nah.
Sorry. That's a failure.
So that's one for him. All right. Next, we'll do intimidation.
Okay. This is divining his Arcana check.
That's a 10.
I rolled a base 17 plus his Arcana 9.
That's a 2. All right, and now luck.
I'm gonna put you in a box then.
What the hell? Look at that.
I rolled
Another
a-
3?
A 5.
Oh, damn. I
better.
rolled a 13.
God damn
Okay,
it.
so you failed 1. The base DC goes up by 1. So it's now a base of 19 plus 6.
19 plus 6?
Yeah, so that's going to be your DC you have to beat.
25.
Oh, there's no way.
If you roll a natural 20, you'll succeed.
Oh, okay, because I'm going to say with the 20, that's only 22. A 19, so 21!
You are 2 drinks in. You need to be 3 drunks in to be fully. You're drunk now.
Yeah.
You need 3 to be in danger zone.
Gotcha.
Danger zone.
Thanks,
Are you ready to go off
Sounds
to
good for
Tinder? Or do we have
Swipe left, buddy. Swipe left.
Is that the good one?
I have an idea, maybe, to try.
Oh, because I want velvet, right?
So this human drinking at the bar, is he by himself? Is he with friends?
Yeah, he seems to be. He's definitely a miner. He's a human miner that's been called in. He seems to be more of a laborer. His
Delete
job
app.
specifically, you've noticed that
Block and report.
he's the guy that moves the carts back and forth all day, right? He's the guy doing the raw labor that they don't want a golem doing because they don't want the golem stepping on the tracks, right? Breaking the tracks.
Yes.
So they have human laborers or like lizard folk, normally non-elves, that have to push the carts around.
But I can't
Gotcha,
tell you
gotcha.
that because I
So
can't
he
do
might
the
also
brain
be
thing.
willing to start a fight.
I know that he's struggling though at this point, so I would be letting him.
Oh, there you go.
Okay, so yes, I'll go up to where this human
I'm
is,
starting to be more Norhagen than Bernard.
and
I'm gonna tell you a story.
I'm gonna use prestidigitation to make him smell just the nastiest fucking fart to make him recoil. And while he's doing that, I'm going to invisibly tip his drink over what spill it so that he would maybe go back up to the bar to get a refill.
Sif demands your.
Yes, he does.
You know what? I'll give it to you. He's like, God damn, what a basher fart again? What the fuck?
But yeah, I'll just tip over. Yeah.
Oh, what the fuck? God damn it, I'm down on my last fucking 20 copper. He walks over to the bar like, hey, it's Mike again. Can I get a refill? Do we have insurance on these drinks here? Eventually he's able to swindle another drink on the bar.
And then I'll wait for him to pass near where the captain is sitting or walking by him,
Okay.
and I'll cast Time Stop.
Yeah. Roll me a sleight of hand check to engineer him having to get there.
Okay. Not terrible, but not great. That's
You do get to do with advantage because you are invisible.
thank God.
None of that matters.
All right, that's 22.
22.
Nice.
Okay, you're able to engineer the situation, right? You're able to subtly move a table in his way so he has to go around to cross paths
Yeah.
with this guy, and eventually just there's just chairs in the way, fuck, and he just keeps on taking the awkward long route. So eventually he
He's
gets-
trying not to walk past the cat. I have to keep trying to herd him over that way.
Yeah. Okay, so eventually, he crosses paths with the guy.
And then I'll cast Time Stop.
There's no checks needed. You stop time. You are able to do whatever you want while time is stopped. There's no perception checks against your sleight of hand needed. You stop time, and you can literally open a pocket. You can have 5 rounds and just go do whatever you want to do.
I'll get his back, and I guess I'll
search his pockets to see if he has anything else on him besides the keys.
Roll me an investigation check and a sleight of hand check to represent your deftness of fingers.
That's ooh, investigation. That's a well,
He's got a
14.
card.
14.
and sleight of hand again. That's a good. That's a 9.
Okay. You are able to get 2 items, but you're able to thoroughly identify what they are and be able to grab good ones. One, you do get the gem without a check. That one's in a pouch. You've been looking at it all day. The second one you get is that you find a piece of paper.
This is life.
The piece of paper has...
Scared me. Like, what did I say?
I didn't know you catch what you said at first. Like, oh, ha ha ha.
I'm going to give it to you later, but there is a piece of paper that looks like that, right? It's a piece of paper. It has it has 3 circles on one side, both X, and 2 circles on the other, both X. And it says key at the top.
Okay. Well, I got the memory feat, so I'll memorize that, and I'll leave the paper in his pocket.
Oh,
Okay? That's the piece of paper.
that means
you
nothing to me.
But yeah, I can memorize that, and
Okay.
I won't go for the keys. I won't test my limits. I'm just going to take the gem.
And there's one other thing you find. You see a single black key, but it's very small, sitting in his pocket. It seems to be made of a charred chicken bone. It's very intricately carved. It has a slightly magical resonance to it. And there's a piece of paper as well, which is a letter of note. That depicts how much money the Minotaurs owe the marshals. So the marshals haven't been paying the Minotaurs. The Minotaurs have been paying the marshals for safety so that they don't raid and kill the Minotaurs.
Oh, protection.
So they've been shaking the whole time. Everyone thinks the Minotaurs have been shaking the guards down. The guards have been shaking the Minotaurs down this entire time. You do learn that piece of information too, but only those.
Okay. Yes, I'll remember that and leave that paper, and I'll go for the black key. I'll take that's a little too what the fuck, like that might be important.
Too unique to ignore.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll take the gem and the key, and before the time stops up, I'll give the human miner just like a little shove just to get him off balance so he will fall against the captain, and hopefully they'll start on each other.
So when time starts again, he's gonna fall.
Yeah, okay.
So you move safely out of the way. Do you leave the inn, or are you staying in the inn?
I'll back off. I'll stay in the inn just to like see how like it plays out here. But if provided that they get into like a proper scrap, then then I'll leave and retreat back to the tent.
Yeah. He bumps into him immediately. The guard captain is pissed. He's like, "What the fucking human?" And it is turning into a scrap.
Right.
Roll me a luck check.
We're getting the smashes on.
The higher the better, the lower the worse.
Electric, is that D20 or D100?
It's a D20.
Okay.
I'm going to play the work sometime again.
2. Are you kidding me?
As he bumps into him, the guard captain screams at him a little bit. He kind of stumbles back, kind of surprised, and he's like, "Hey, man, I don't want this to be a fucking fight." And the guard captain's like, "Do not worry, it's not going to be a fight." And he drives a dagger in the guy's eye.
Whoa!
The guy falls over, dead.
Whoa!
We all saw that was self-defense, right?
Happened to Christopher
Everyone else just
Marlowe.
kind of turns around to the drinks and
Christopher
doesn't say
Marlowe.
anything.
Jeez.
After
Wow.
the eyes go. In depth.
Well, somebody put handcuffs on this guy. We're
More
gonna
famous than
take him
Shakespeare.
back to the jail.
During his time.
Got an innocent man killed.
He might not be dead.
It's just a flesh.
On a side note, welcome to the club.
Oh god.
One of us.
He spits on the guy's dead body as he walks
Okay, he's
by.
dead.
Yeah. Okay.
And I didn't do
If he's
it!
not, he's gonna.
It's your fault!
Pulls out his dagger, says, "Fucking humans."
Ew. Gross.
Somebody tries to give him flack. He's like, "Hey, what? He'd be dead in 30 years anyways. What the fuck's that?"
It's a blink of a blink.
And he walks out angrily, drunk, but doesn't notice that he has been pilfered yet.
Well, that part's good.
Well, you didn't kill anyone, as Tatiana requested.
Yeah. I mean,
However you justify it.
who knows? Maybe she's secretly racist against humans too. Who knows?
Tatiana?
I wasn't on my right way.
Weird.
He stopped time, same thing. Not your fault.
Hey, doctor, how's Toast doing?
Hey, doctor.
He is starting to crack.
Did I tell you a story?
He's turning into his own
Uh-oh.
self.
I was on a ship.
I'm gonna change my disguise
A ship?
Okay.
out of Damien
Okay.
into generic elf number 3.
Okay.
Whoa!
Skipping right over 1 and 2. Straight to 3.
Oh, with the pink tunic. Ooh,
That's how you know
I'm
he's
going
serious.
to go down to where more people are.
Does your elf put on a hat like that?
I'll have to refresh tongues for this to make sure I can communicate.
Okay.
I need to find a nice elf lady, and
Oh.
I'm going to try to persuade her off to the side, so hopefully no one sees me cast a small spell on her.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a persuasion check as you're trying to pick up a girl at a bar.
Cast a spell on her.
22.
Now you're
22.
mine.
Yeah, sure. I mean, you're able to you spit some game, right?
I've been around Decadic. I know how elf plays.
He has learned to the
I should make you roll with disadvantage.
It doesn't get much worse. I rolled a 3.
No.
There we go.
That's
Put
the
this
Cadix
back.
talent. He's not trying. That's why he gets this. He
Once I've got her alone,
does the opposite of try.
Yes.
You get her off into a corner, and she's like, "Oh, really? You have your own boat?"
Oh my captain, you have your own boat.
listen, I need you to go up to the 3rd floor
Ooh.
and pound on that door until they let you in, so that you can get your
She's gonna die.
pound on the door, because you see,
It's part of our initiation.
your husband, the tallest man in that room, has been cheating on you with that tiefling whore. Demand that he don't leave until she goes home with you, or until he goes home with you.
What?
And I'm gonna cast suggestion.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. I'm like, she looks at you dumbfounded. What? All right, yeah, sure. What's the DC?
21 wisdom.
No, she's got a +1.
Couldn't make
That's
it.
an 11.
She rolled a natural
She's
21.
10 short. She's like, that cheating fucker. I can't believe that he's been cheating on me and that I'm married.
I know some sea shanties that I should definitely start singing very soon.
During this time, you are playing. At one point, you are going to be able to declare yourself advantage on a roll, only because of the noise that's about to occur.
Oh, nice.
You're currently playing against Tinder. Tinder at this point. Has taken her top entirely off and is showing you her golden nipple rings while trying to distract you.
It's working.
So while this is happening,
I have what?
and she's like, I have other piercings in other places. So she's obviously using a persuasion roll on you.
Damn it!
And a charisma check.
Fail on purpose.
So what do you use?
You know what? It's charisma and persuasion.
Counter. I don't believe you.
I will.
Improve it!
Yeah, okay, yeah, you haven't used those.
No.
Yeah, have you used charisma for?
I've only used it once.
Yeah,
and I didn't use it.
Velvet.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Charisma and then persuasion.
Okay, so you go ahead and use a charisma check.
That's a 15.
15.
Yeah.
Okay, you beat her on the first check.
Take that.
The persuasion check.
Oh, this is fun. That's a 19.
Ooh, an 18. Nice.
Yeah, thank you.
And
barely made that one.
Lovely.
there we go. Did you already have you already declared the advantage
I will.
Or-
No, I have not, but I will do advantage on luck.
on the luck? All right.
Can I only do that once?
You can. Yeah, you only get the advantage once, but you can roll with advantage.
Oh my god.
And what do you roll?
14 and 14.
I love it. Typical.
What'd you get?
19.
Ah, damn it.
So typical.
So this is what's going to happen. Go ahead and make your Constitution saving throw. You do get to make it with an advantage, as the pounding at the door startles you, and you pour half your drink on yourself.
Constitution saving throw with advantage. That is.
DC is.
You need a 20.
Oh. Yeah, I got an 18.
Oh, damn. Okay, you are thoroughly intoxicated.
Yeah.
You have disadvantage on all checks at this point.
Yay!
But you at this point, there's a large. Just keep that in mind that you're drunk, but you aren't passed out drunk. You need
No.
one more level to be fully roofied.
Yep. One more roofie to be fully leveled.
Pounding on the door. God damn it, you cheating bastard! Get out here, you tall fuck! I can't believe I married you at some unspecified date and time.
I look at the dwarf and go, "That's you, buddy."
God damn it, you tall bastard! Basher's like, fuck you, and also funny as fuck.
That's what I thought.
As he has floating pieces of cheese in his mead right now, as he kind of eats over his food and it just kind of crumbles in. Tinder kind of gets up and she's like, "What the fuck is all this about, Grimshaw?" Grimshaw looks to you and he's like, "Fuck if I know." All of them look at you and they're like, "Hey, new guy,
Yeah.
which one of us do you think should handle this?" Grimshaw says, "Hey, which one do you think we should handle this?"
You know, when I was on a ship, it was usually the person who was in charge. So I don't know, whoever your captain is.
They look at they look over to Icarus and they're like, "Sir Dead Howling Wind, who do you want to take care of this?"
I realized he was in the room too.
Hey, is that your captain then? That's her. Hello.
Dead Howling Wind claps his hands and he says,
I will look at his foot, not the other one. I'll look at the good foot.
do you point at
The flesh foot.
I will say, I'm looking at the good. I'll say this: I'm looking at that foot because I don't want to make you mad.
Icarus is just kind of clapping his hands and doesn't say much. And he says, "I don't want to make you mad," in your own voice.
I know.
Oh.
You don't look at him in his eye, but you can look at his other socket. That's fine.
Grimshaw points his finger towards Tinder, who stands up, still topless, and walks out towards the door. She opens and she says, "What do you want?" Tinder says, "What do you want?" The woman starts screaming, flailing, getting in the room, and she's like, points at the tallest person, which luckily is you, and she's like, "You cheating son of a bitch! How dare you? You come out here now, and you come downstairs and let's have this fight." He seems confused as she's saying, "My husband."
I should have built a richer backstory.
I had like 2 sentences to work with.
I should have a richer backstory.
She said, "I need you to sell whatever this is, right?"
Okay.
You can roll a deception if you would like, but you are at disadvantage.
Yes, I will. You know what? Okay, yeah.
And they'll have a small bonus against you because you're at disadvantage plus.
Oh my
Oh
god.
no.
16. Wait,
16.
deception, right?
Yeah.
16.
16. 16 still good. So
Oh, there once was a ship.
Grimshaw kind of looks at you like, well, looks like you're in trouble there. You know what?
If I'm not trouble, then I don't know what else to be.
Is this really your wife?
I don't remember. I thought I was. Yeah.
You know what? Don't worry about it.
Okay. Sure thing, Captain.
He looks over to Velvet and he throws her 3 gold. And he says, "Hey, Velvet, fuck him." And she points at Velvet and she points
Why
at
not?
you.
Every time I'm as Bernard, this happens to me.
Velvet, who is a prostitute,
Oh, that's nice.
is going to
Good
try
for her.
to drag you off to a side room.
Okay.
He's like, "Don't worry, I'm gonna take good care of your wife."
Sure thing, Captain. I'll go to my private quarters.
Okay, so I'm going to be relaying this and basically saying, do we want to get involved?
You start hearing growling
Think we
from
gotta-
inside Grimshaw's voice as he has both lured Tinder and Velvet out of the room, who are trying to have a 3-way with him in another room.
Oh, this is quite the boarding
Leaving
party.
only Waffles, Balthazar, and Grimshaw in the room as Basher just kind of stands up, and Basher's like,
Oh shit!
"I'm not going to have any
kill
part of
me.
this." And Basher just walks out of the
My
room,
real
pissed
wife.
off. He leaves his wheel of cheese behind him,
Boy, then you know it's serious.
leaving only the woman who was sent up, and Grimshaw, Balthazar, Waffles, and Icarus in the room. As the door shuts, do you go into the room with the other two?
How's your wife?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Your wives. How are your wives gonna feel?
Yeah, do I at any point? Yeah, does the word "wife" ring any other bells? Like, oh yeah, my dragon wife. Like,
Oh, I mean, common sense is there. I mean,
Okay.
you have a dragon wife.
well, I would say I'm in my intoxicated state. It's like, you know, I thought I had a wife, but she was a dragon, and she was
Tinder's like, of course you do.
Okay.
As Velvet's trying to make out with
Do
you.
you have a hammock? Is one in this cabin?
As you're being dragged towards another.
Whoa, this stormy seas.
You don't have to make anything happen. Your character can fight it off and just pass out.
Based on, let's say it goes halfway, then I just pass out.
I
Okay,
drop
okay.
concentration on my spell.
Yeah.
Okay.
It gets started, but yeah, I pass out.
You've caught on there's some. Oh, right. Yeah, you were up there. So you drop concentration on your spell. Okay.
He's relaying information to me. He
Is
can hear a lot
suggestion
better.
concentration?
Yes.
Or is it? It is. I thought
Yes.
it was say and go.
No, it is.
Is that-
Concentration.
Oh wow.
Oh, damn. Okay.
I'll triple check. Yeah, it's got to see. It's concentration.
Oh, damn. Okay, so your concentration on the suggestion disappears. The door has shut at this point, and the woman just kind of freezes up, confused on why she's in the room. What do you guys
Shut
do?
by those one out dead. And the werewolf keep it.
Or do you do anything?
And I was on my way back to the camp. I don't know how far I am at this point.
You're decent.
If we
It's about a good. That whole
I might
interjection
be able
is
to get
about
his
5
attention.
minutes away.
Who's mine?
That's just like a
the
slow
werewolf's
walking
attention at the
pace.
window
You could potentially move fast.
and get him to try to chase me.
Get a tennis ball.
they'll be alerted to us doing something here if we step in.
You could interject and save the woman. It will cost you some alert.
Ooh.
I'm not going to. I'll let your conscience decide what you think you,
could
should
do
do.
the right thing. It will cost you some alert, but I will say you can be successful. You could save the woman by causing some kind of ruckus. It will cost you 10 points of alert. 10 goes from 0 to 100.
Look, I've gotten someone killed. So is Decadic. So is Zorksan. Just do it. I don't know. Smoot probably has gotten some people killed.
It's your character. You know what?
Allegedly.
I'll be kind.
Her life's not worth
I
it,
will-
Doctor.
Got that.
I will give you
must
guys.
decide what to
I will
do.
give you guys a free breath to discuss.
From a character's perspective,
Yes.
because I've already not witnessed but seen that he has killed others.
Yeah.
I almost feel like I can't let it happen again.
And I've already caused the death of one person tonight. It's like,
Yeah.
I don't want to just let people die.
True. What about you?
Oh, I've stated my case. Let her die.
Yeah.
So at the very least, I get.
But Captain and the other... No, it can't. It's just...
At the very least, to get her away, or let her have a chance to get away.
Right. Yeah. It's...
A chance. It's already suspicious enough that she's there.
True. When you cast suggestion on someone and it ends, do they know they've been under suggestion?
They know someone cast a spell on them.
Okay.
That's why I was disguised.
Because that's like that one
In an alternative
control
disguise.
monster spell, too. Interesting.
Um,
I would say just let her die, but that's my character would be more like
I can maybe distract Grimshaw long enough for you to. Maybe
you're on
hit
the
it.
you're on the first floor,
I'm outside, but
so you'd have to run all the way up to the third floor.
I don't have to. I can distract him if you can get inside and maybe get the door open so she can flee out of the room.
well, I'm on the roof.
Option 2.
He's on the
So I
roof.
would break.
You're
I would do
outside.
something at the window.
And you're on the first floor,
I'm on the second floor. I've been back in my room after I sent her off.
so you'd have to do something that would guarantee they leave the third floor. That they are willingly go all the way down and out.
Okay. I'm gonna do it.
Okay. What are you
I am going to.
Are you gonna distract?
Well, what are you gonna do?
So I'm gonna go to the window,
Okay.
break the window,
Okay.
and then I one of the items that I got was the bracer of flying daggers,
Okay.
and I'm gonna huck a couple of daggers at Grimshaw,
Okay.
and then wait until he sees me, and then. Well,
Okay.
when he starts making a motion toward me, I'm gonna bolt.
Okay, so that's what you're doing.
Do those daggers come
Uh,
back to you?
They just.
Are you doing anything?
If he tells me that he's doing that,
Yeah.
despite my wishes, which, that's your choice.
Insubordination.
If you tell me that, I'm gonna start moving up towards the door. I'm not gonna bust in though until I hear something, depending on what I hear, I guess.
Okay. And what is Decaying doing?
So you shouldn't do this as I'm going up close to the door. Don't do it!
As you still do it, like, yeah, don't.
I am going
Clean
to.
up the stupid mess. Toast is something. Toast is toast.
I was gonna cast sending
Much.
to
Toasted.
message Grimshaw because I haven't met him, but I've seen him.
Ooh.
Okay.
And,
Good idea.
and try to pretend like I'm messaging him as somebody else to distract him.
Who do you message him as that you try to be?
I'd say. Well, I did talk to him, so Navius Goldsmith. I'll try.
Okay.
Yes.
I would like, okay. I want you to roll a bluff.
Yay.
Oh, and my mask is off.
Your mask is fully off, so
Yeah.
literally a hobgoblin
Mask
jumps
off.
in and just
Mask
fucking
off.
throws daggers.
Yeah.
So I'll give it to you. Your to hit is very good. You throw 3 daggers, they fucking plunge in his chest, his neck, and in his eye.
What's with the eyes tonight?
It's a and he kind of
Eye,
you.
eye,
As he does his
join the
face starts
eyes.
twisting and turning a little bit as a
Using
wolf,
the eyes.
and he pulls out the dagger out of his eye as it instantly regenerates, as he is immune to any damage that is not.
Yeah, the
soul
fly
damage.
guys.
And he pulls out the other daggers,
His
and he
eyes
kind
are-
of goes, "Ah, who the fuck did that?" And he looks towards. Obviously you threw it, so he'll turn.
Broke a window and.
You just pointed something. That guy did.
It's one of Brovaxis's men. Kill the assassin.
Yes, that's exactly what I wanted you to think.
Oh, according to
You
plan.
can try to maybe
Yeah.
get away.
I like how you
what
think
do
we have a
say?
plan.
And what's your deception?
Well, roll my deception first, I guess.
Well, let's listen to what you say, and depending on whether you say you have either disadvantage, advantage, a normal roll, or super disadvantage.
Oh my god.
I'll relay. He thinks I'm with Brovaxis.
All right.
Because that
You
could be
just hang on the window, stare at him.
This is all kind of happening in the blink of an eye.
Yes, I will message him.
Another eye.
Say,
The one that hasn't
my
been stabbed.
birthday. Evangelist.
Okay.
Grimshaw, not to distract you from your duties, but Bravaxis has been attracted to your activities. Deal with it already.
Okay. I will let you roll with advantage.
Woohoo! That's 17.
17. All right. I'll give him an insight check. It's going to be a disadvantage. It's still a message. Oh, yeah. No, he has no fucking clue. All right. Let's have- Okay. Do you do anything? You don't have to.
Not yet.
Okay. So you're waiting outside the door. All of a sudden, Grimshaw's like, fuck! Lord Icarus, I'm going to have to deal with him. And he's going to say, Velvet, get the cock out! We have to go kill a hobgoblin. At this point, it's like when she just says, fine. She pulls out a sap, she hits you on the head. Wow. Do you have any money on you?
No, I would have left like anything that would have made me like besides the 100 copper. Yeah, I would have been like, I don't want anything to make me look fancy or rich. So besides,
Do you have anything nice or magical on you? Should you
My-
just have a detect magic on?
my ring of mind shielding.
That's all you have on you?
Your circlet tongue on.
And my circlet of tongues.
circlet, yeah.
I'll let you choose which one's even and which one's odd, and I'll roll a dice. She's going to steal one of your items.
Even
as
for
you have been stolen from by a prostitute.
And the non-detection is
So what I do
if it goes off,
first,
it
can I
be
actually
real
have go ahead and cast
Right?
glibness
What?
just in
bad.
case?
The ring
glibness
with
is up.
non-detection, and decides if you don't have that, that's the ring that's real bad. If you
the
don't have
mind shielding.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think something comes after me.
So good luck.
So which one?
Even for mind shielding, odd for tongues.
Okay.
better
Can someone
roll
roll a
even.
dice on the board?
You don't.
Oh, you do it. Do it. I don't want to. Please be even.
It is even 18.
Oh, okay. Because I like that.
She has taken. She takes an empty money pouch and she takes the ring.
She takes the money pouch full of the wooden coins my wife lets me use for tipping.
She's like, oh, good money. Wood.
Conk you on the head with the wood.
And it just says money on the coin.
Tinder's just kind of looking you up and down. He's got a ring.
All of a sudden, I start hearing
You might be.
everything.
You're
Well, you're drunk and
unconscious.
unconscious.
Okay, never mind.
So your mind is blank anyway.
So anyway, there you go. And they're going to give Chase skill check, I guess, would be because they're gonna. Grimshaw is gonna like jump out the window.
They could have stolen Quigley instead.
So can you roll me an athletics check, an acrobatics check, and a stealth check?
Excuse me. So I'm gonna get rid of that item.
Oh boy.
Okay, so that's a 7, a 17, and a 12.
7, a 17, and 12.
Now, if it makes a difference, one of the other items that I picked up was the slippers of spider climbing.
Dear Lord.
I will give you advantage
Just run straight
on that
down the
first
wall.
check.
On the
So,
first check?
yeah.
So
Good
the
God,
athletics.
You are an assassin. Daggers.
11.
Spider
Okay,
climb?
11.
Jeez.
Okay. You do get away, but he rakes his claws and gets a bite on you. I need you to make a Constitution saving
Oh
throw.
boy. Where
Against.
God.
Are you immune?
I am immune. I am
Where
immune to
Cobb?
disease.
Ah. Oh,
Go.
nice. You're immune to disease. Good. Because he is a Loup-Garou,
Where
which
Gobwolf?
is a higher form of werewolf.
Okay.
So you do not have to make a very high Constitution saving throw.
A werewolf hobgoblin.
Yeah.
Just imagine.
Yeah, makes sense, right?
Where Hob
Okay,
Gobwolf?
you do get away, You do take 45 points of damage as he does scuff you up, but your character is fast as fuck. Eventually, you're able to get away from him so you can run on walls and stuff. But this fucking guy can literally like jump like 60 feet. Like this, and he was in his hybrid form. He does weird werewolf shit. So, Basher is downstairs. Basher just kind of looks pissed off. He sees you guys fighting, and he just kind of humps off. Okay. There you go.
Now, what happens to the girl? And do people burst out the door? How does that go?
In the chaos, the door does open, and the girl kind of makes her way out. But you are there.
Okay. Does anyone else go out? I'm in a different. I'm back to looking like Damien. Currently,
The room down off to the side, you see a topless fire genasi and a half-naked tiefling, who you recognize as Velvet and Tinder, kind of walk out of a room, and you spot off to the side a unconscious Toast on the ground with his pants half down, right, and his belt is missing. You notice his belt is around the tiefling's neck. Because maybe she can sell that for some money. You
Sure,
just kind of
that's
walk past you, and they're like, "What the fuck are you looking at?" And they walk.
I wish I remembered.
What do you do?
No one went off alone enough, so nothing in particular.
Okay. Leaving Toast in the room?
I don't know that I can go get him.
He's in a separate room. So
Oh.
this room, there's a hallway and another room off to the side that he was dragged off to. He's in a separate room off to the side.
Then yes, I'll go get him.
You pick up an unconscious, half-naked Toast.
I dump him in the hole.
You dump him in the portable hole with the rest of the dead bodies.
Oh wait, no, I don't do that. Hold on, no.
That'd be a horrible, squishy...
There's not. I have cleaned it out. There's not that many dead bodies.
No dead
in
bodies.
there.
Okay,
Less than a dozen.
There's other things.
Still smells
He's
in here.
completely unconscious, but yes. You want to carry him
I won't
over your
suffocate,
shoulder?
will I?
I guess as over the shoulders I can. He's got like 3 feet on me.
Yeah, you fireman's carry a 7-foot tall man. So his feet
Oh,
are just.
I thought you were like 9 foot.
I'm 7
No,
foot.
he's 7 foot.
Okay.
But still, like his feet are just dragging
Just wrap
behind
him up in
you.
your tail and just
So
drag him with you.
You got him, but like his feet are just dragging behind you.
Let's go downstairs.
Awkwardly downstairs. Not unusual that an elf is dragging another half-drunk human fae-ish kind of looking guy.
Two elf to be an elf, but two fae to be a fae.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'm perfect.
Yeah, I guess I'll just take you home for now. Regrettably.
Alright.
Pants around his ankles, mooning everyone he comes
My
across.
cheap pants. Yeah.
Cheap pants, cheap underwear too.
You can see my tattoo. My rabbit.
That sweet, sweet rabbit tattoos right there.
Follow the white rabbit.
Completely incapacitated, by the way. That
If you really wanted that tattoo.
could take that tattoo.
Anyway,
Temptation.
I take him home.
Okay.
Hey,
Then murder him.
yeah, I'm gonna murder someone while they're asleep. I'm gonna put them in bed first.
Take him home. I take a detour to the spring court.
You son of a bitch!
You do get away. You do get some scrapes. He doesn't recognize you. He thinks you're a hobgoblin. So, I mean,
That is accurate.
Good thing he thinks that.
stealthy all day, right? You're stealth.
You have
the
advantage
first
on
time he's
perception.
seen you and your clothes and your makeup. You thoroughly get away. The alarm has been raised. You have plus 10 to your alarm. Alarm is a 1 is out of a 100. So right now you have 10 to that score.
Alarm plus 10.
It's doable. We can work with that.
But so far, you've learned a lot of stuff. You've gotten some things. Right now, the guard watchmaster, if he's there now, no longer has his gem of seeing. You do also now possess a gem of seeing.
You finally got one back. If you don't already still have it.
But he now can't see through the invisible, and he is the one that is towards the Minotaur entrance. Right. The other one has a separate group of guards, but has that that golem that's there.
And I got the key, that weird black key.
The weird black key that seems to be the same color as the tower.
How much money do those minotaurs owe the?
Yeah, I read the note. How much? Do you have enough amount for how much the Minotaurs owe them?
Yeah, they are 35,000 copper in debt.
Holy cheese and onion.
This is a fair amount that they owe. They've been mining down there to make up for the money to give to the marshals.
So we steal a bunch of those cursed coins, give those to the Minotaurs to pay off the guards with.
Hilterland Justicars. Yeah.
Oh, that's who they.
So that's who
owe the money
indebted to. Yeah. So they're desperate to pay off that because if they don't pay it off in the next year or two, Justicars might just because they're not bringing up enough gold to pay off the debt.
Yeah. I know a person who can help.
There we go. It's 11:51. You guys have learned a lot.
Yeah.
You guys have a lot of pieces put together. You just got a lot of stuff you can do. Next game, I assume we'll pick up the next day, and you guys will figure out what you're going to do. Right? You have guard rotations. You have nullified one of the guards from being able to see you as sneaking through invisible means. You haven't been able to nullify the golem at all or anything. But you do also have that black key, which mysteriously looks like it fits towards that black tower, which Icarus is not in at night when the bodies are brought in. So when there's that daily shipment of bodies that are brought in, Icarus is not in his tower. So potentially you could check out Icarus's tower. Potentially you could sneak into the southwest entrance. If you don't like either of those, the northern entrance where they do go through. The northwestern entrance. If you found a way past that golem, you might be able to take care of that as well.
Oh, by the way, when I'm taking him home, as long as I got it up in a couple spots / despair, I'm going to dispel magic and remove curse on him. I'm not quite sure if he's just drunk, but just see if anything happens, basically.
Okay. You cast dispel magic and remove curse. Note on you for those.
Which curse?
How many do you have? 2. Well, he did say dispel magic and curse, so the one remove curse will remove one of those curses.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll even on. See which one it is.
On a d20?
Yeah.
Okay, so even for fire, odd for paranoia.
Yeah.
Odd. I'm not paranoid anymore.
Not paranoid anymore.
About
Anything. It's just like I am afraid that some dark power, some power is coming to get me.
Yeah. Thus, the ring is gone, but the paranoia is also gone.
Yeah, I'm not worried.
So you're not worried, but you're still gonna.
I should be worried.
You should be worried.
There are people who
Something
are
is, in fact,
Are you
right.
sure I didn't add curse?
Now you're not paranoid about it. You know something's after you.
Ooh, yeah, I'm still telling stories.
Yeah. Anyway, hope you guys had fun. In that episode 154, feel free to come up with a plan. I still don't know what you're going to do. There's multiple entrances. If you do go that way, keep in mind there's going to be a little bit of a dungeon dive. And be prepared for a lot of mysteries, puzzles, and traps, and things that potentially, if you fail them, could add to alarm.
So kind of like that heist we did before.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, like you can walk through a trap and, what's 4d6 fire damage? You're fine, but does that add to the alarm?
Maybe.
That's more of the bigger thing.
Cool.
So, all right, there you go, guys. Hope you guys had fun. If you didn't, well, fuck you. And
Traditional.
stop streaming, stop recording.